of Our American Stories. In our next episode, we'll tell the tale of Family Affairs star Brian Keith's service and sacrifice. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. This is 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Iran's new supreme leader releasing a new statement on Iranian state TV. Ayatollah Mujtaba Khamenei speaking about his father and saying the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed. ABC's Marcus Moore is in Doha.
It's also notable when we talk about this statement that the Ayatollah, the new Ayatollah, did not appear on camera. We also have not heard his voice. He's reportedly been recovering at a hospital, according to sources, where he suffered injuries, according to those sources, to his legs. He was injured in the same airstrike that killed his father and other family members.
The market sinking and the price of oil rising as the war goes on. Dow down 655. South Carolina Democratic Congressman Jim Clyburn says he will run for an 18th House term at 85. He is among the oldest Democrats serving in Washington and the only member of the last Democratic leadership team sticking around. This is ABC News. It's not even officially spring yet, but seasonal allergies are impacting plenty of people. ABC's Michelle Franzen has more.
The CDC estimates 25% of adults and nearly 21% of children across the U.S. have seasonal allergies to some type of pollen from grass, trees, or other blooms. Researchers at Climate Central also found that changes in climate can lead to a worse reaction or a season for anyone suffering from allergies. Doctors say start preparing now, taking allergy medication, either over-the-counter products or talking with your doctor if you're already dealing with symptoms like sneezing, runny nose, or even a cough. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
At the World Baseball Classic, Italy put Team USA in danger by beating them earlier this week, but last night's win over Mexico kept the U.S. in the tournament. And a tribute to late rocker Ozzy Osbourne as his son Jack and his wife announced the birth of a baby girl. They're naming Ozzy Matilda. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Music is a bridge between the material and the spiritual. My name is Harvey Lauer, and I'm 82. As a blind person, you have to be aware that nobody can tell you what you can or can't do. You really have to try things. My folks got me a little radio in 1940, and that was the best Christmas present I ever got. When I was 11 years old is when I started to play music, play the piano, and then the accordion, and then the cello. My wife, who was also blind, was a good cook. When she died, that's when I started Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
It's Meals on Wheels. 1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
Red flag and high wind warnings for the eastern half of the state, with windy conditions expected all day today and into midday tomorrow. KOA's Keenan Dixon's been at the Rocky Mountain Metropolitan Airport in Jefferson County.
This is just all adding to that high fire danger that we've been seeing over the last several weeks with what has been a very warm winter, and the state just continues to be unusually dry.
Even with our recent snowstorms in the mountains, we are still probably the worst since 1981 for the entirety of Colorado.
That's National Weather Service meteorologist Abby Pettit.
Again, reporting from Jefferson County, KOA's Keenan Dixon. Arvada police are asking for additional victims to come forward after a Pennsylvania man was arrested in connection with a sextortion investigation. Police say 25-year-old David Ajiri targeted women and girls as young as 14, threatening to send intimate photos of them to other people. I'm David Kale.
Now, Impact Traffic.
All right, tough winds for us, especially to the west side of town. Routes like 93, which actually is closed. The highway itself north of 72. It's due to an overturned semi as they're diverting traffic. The other big problem now is coming out of the foothills on I-70 eastbound at Morrison. Overturned semi. It's on its side. This one may be in there for a while. They're diverting traffic off the highway there at Morrison, but shutting it down at Lookout Mountain, where they'll take you off and run you down Highway 40. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in my garage over 15 years ago to make custom blinds easy and affordable for everyone. You measure, you install, and you save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
When you need home repairs, don't let it ruin your day. There's no need to worry, Plumline's on the way. From heating and cooling to plumbing to electrical problems, we'll fix it for you. Plumline, the name you can trust. Plumline, you can count on us. Service at home, service at heart. Plumline Services.
Retiring doesn't have to be complicated. Tune in to The Exact Wealth Show with John Becker and Sarah Nugent-Knoll.
This psychological about face is really driven by concerns about outliving their money.
Sundays at 10 a.m. right here on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Dan Cicchini with Dunright. Great pricing options and bank financing? You bet. Kitchens, baths, counters and floors, finished basements, windows and doors. Done right since 1985. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Dunright. Visit drhi.com. Thanks.
I'm Dan Kaplis. Your values define you, so choose a lawyer who shares your values. I've been a pro-life activist since '73, have fought for conservative causes on air for decades. My partners have served our country in Iraq and Afghanistan and as district attorneys. We have record-setting results, so you can choose a record-setting law firm that shares your values. We accept righteous injury cases on a percentage fee basis. Visit dankaplislaw.com. That's Dan, C-A-P-L-I-S law.com.
Zero risk, guaranteed growth at mymoneymyway.com.
Here's what's happening.
Inside Iran, we have struck more than 5,500 targets. Release oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve.
Straight up. Ripped off. Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255 is our number. And we welcome you to the show. I got to get my computer up and running. Now, let me tell you why I got a late start. First of all, you can't believe a damn thing you ever read on Amazon. Okay? I got a clock here. I ordered a clock. It was supposed to be an auto setting clock. Now I have one here that has never once, it's in front of me. And if you're streaming, you can't see it. You can see me pointing to it in front of me. But in any case, bottom line is this. This one is a satellite clock. It's in front of me. I use it for getting to commercials and all that stuff. But let me tell you something about it. It sets automatically. This one from Amazon, it says the only place that clock works, I swear to you when I tell you this, it has to see the sky. You have to put it near a window. Now, how many people, you can't, it says it has a wall hanging thing, but the wall hanging thing has to be near a window or it will not set itself. Now think about that. It won't set itself unless it's near a wall hanging window. Has to be close. And if it can't see the sky or have a shot to the sky, it won't work. And if you do want to use it elsewhere, you have to take it over to a window or on a deck. You have to do that periodically to keep it set. How stupid is that? Thank goodness Amazon has a good return policy. I digress. I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. I'm just a little frustrated. You got to be an engineer nowadays to understand anything. The damn clock. Now think about this. They sell a GPS clock. It's supposed to set itself by the satellite. They call it a GPS satellite clock. Okay. Bottom line is, remember what I just said. It won't work in your house. It's got to be near a window. If you put it on a wall, the window you have to have a straight shot to the sky for it to work. And if it doesn't have a shot to the sky, you have to, if you have it hanging in a bedroom, forget it, or in my studio here, forget it. You have to carry it over to a window every couple of days to make sure it sets itself. I've never heard anything more stupid in my entire life. Anyway, Major Marc Mager, are you with me? What's on your mind today?
I am. You realize those clocks have been around since like the 50s, man. They didn't have internet.
No, I know.
And you've always had to put them in a window.
No, that's Mark. I have one in front of me here that is never saw a window, and it's never off. It's to the dime. It's every single second.
And it doesn't connect to the internet or something
else?
else
Yes, it does.
as well?
It's called a satellite. Nope, it's a satellite clock. I bought it. Listen, this is how old it is. I bought it from Radio Shack. And I swear to you, it works perfectly. And I have the garden level here where my studio is, and I'm in a back area. It's a big walkout finished basement, and I'm in the back area where there's not a window in sight. And this thing has never failed to set itself, the one I have in front of me. The one I just bought, it says, attention, will not set itself unless it has to be near a window. I mean, well, how stupid is that? I don't know. Why does this one work and that one needs to be near a window? It says it will not work. And it even says every few days you have to take it over to a window if it's not going to be hung near a window. Now, what good is a clock? You have to take off the wall or take off your desk and walk it over to a window so you can set it.
It's got to be a radio signal then or something. I mean, is it an atomic clock? What is it?
That's what they call it, a GPS, an auto GPS clock. Mark.
See, that's weird. I mean, the atomic clocks, we have a couple of them.
You don't have to be
and
you don't have to be near a window, do you? Not at all.
No. One of them definitely. It sits on our bookcase by a window, or it won't work. But I always thought that's because it picks up, radio waves. But I would assume if you're even a little close to the window, it should work.
Yeah, well, this one won't work unless it's got to be. Yeah, it has to be in a room, for example, where you put it on the wall, and there can be a window, and it doesn't have to be right in the window, but it has to be able to get a satellite signal. It said sometime during the day. And how many places though?
This says here's how they work. They sync. It doesn't say when, but they sync to the precise time when there is a broadcast by the real NIST,
right,
atomic clock in Fort Collins,
right,
Colorado.
And that's what I have here.
Low frequency radio waves.
That's right. That's why this one.
And it says the radio signal can be very weak indoors due to walls, metal, electronics, blah, blah, blah. It needs to be by a window. It's exactly what it says.
Well, this one, Mark, I promise you, I've never had near a window in my life, and it gets a radio signal. And
that's pretty cool.
And this is the one I've had from Radio Shack, and it's a radio signal, but it's called a satellite clock, and it gets a radio signal. The other one gets a GPS, so it has to be near a window. And the one you're reading about, yeah, they call them GPS clocks. Anyway, I ordered it. It doesn't matter. I'll be dropping it off at Whole Foods later because it's just not going to work. But by the way, busy news. People don't know what to make of the war, and the stock market is going crazy. The price of oil is skyrocketing. Here's the deal. What are people doing? Well, the oil prices are over $100, and they say there really could be even more, and it will have a major impact on the economy. When oil goes up, the price of almost everything goes up, and then people flee to security when it comes to investments. It's amazing to me how people never ride out. Well, I shouldn't say people. I say many people never ride out the waves. They run and they hide, or they aggressively buy. They never just sit tight, when most of the time these burbles in the market and in the economy will pass. But in any case, right now, for the first time in a long time, it's a buyer's market when it comes to buying houses, because more people are selling and moving than ever before, but fewer people are buying, which is weird. You would think that if they're selling, they're going to be buying somewhere. But there's 44% more home sellers than buyers in the U.S., and that's as of January. We had 44%. Now, Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, and Stephanie Thomas, StephanieRE.com, both of them said that Colorado is doing pretty well, okay? But it is definitely switching to a buyer's market almost everywhere because you have people wanting to sell, and the buyers, there are just so many sellers and not that many buyers. Part of that is because of the interest rates. People are finding it difficult to get a loan because of the interest rates. And every time the interest rates go up, buying goes down. Right now, interest rates have settled in a bit. I don't think we're ever going to see 4% loans anymore or lower. Do you, Mark? I really don't believe that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think we'll see them around 4s, maybe like 4.5. But yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, everything is pointing to what I'm reading. Maybe they might get to 4.5, but they're going to be 5% or more for the foreseeable future. That's what the economic indicators are saying that I'm reading. Gold, meanwhile, is going crazy. Gold is a flight to safety. People buy gold when they're afraid. People buy gold when they're unsure of everything. Gold prices go up, and silver does too. But and silver somewhat follows gold as far as the trending. But gold prices, outrageous. Man, you could have made a lot of money on this, or a lot of money. Right now, it's over $5,000 for an ounce. And they say that they've never seen gold like this, and they don't know where it's going. But they're thinking it could go to $6,000. And as you know, Deputy D, who's not with me today, but Deputy D has a lot of money in gold. He believes in it. He took possession of it. I just never got into metals. I just never did. But in any case, gold prices are surging because of oil prices. Here's what happens. When oil goes up, it signals instability for countries. It's almost an oil. We have an oil-based economy in some regards. When oil goes up, it affects so many things that people they feel like there's an impending doom, and they have to move to safety. So safety for them many times is the gold and silver market, and that's why gold and silver goes up in value, because more buyers, like with anything. So in any case, this is the Troubleshooter Show. You can call or text, and I do have some text left over from the other day. You can text us at, I'm going to give you the phone number first, 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. That's 303-627-8466 or 303-MARTINO. And you can also call 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So does anybody know the difference between a satellite clock and a GPS clock? They're calling this a GPS clock, and they tell me it won't set itself unless it can be near a window or in the proximity of a window where it can see the sky. They said to make a line from the window to the thing. So if it's too high, for example, on the wall, and it can't see out the window, it's not going to get a signal. It doesn't have to be right at the window, but they say it has to be able to see the sky. And if you draw a straight line from your clock to your window, it has to be able to go out to the sky. It can't be blocked by anything. That is the biggest piece of crap I've ever heard in my life. I thought atomic clocks all work like this one I got from Radio Shack. I swear to God, that clock, this clock has to be 16 or 17 years old. Never stopped working. It sets itself no matter where I am. Doesn't have to be near a window. But anyway, as I said, thank goodness Amazon has a good return policy. I think I return as much as I buy sometimes because things just aren't as advertised. 303-713-8255. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. And I love to tell you that this hour is brought to you by Dan McKenzie, an estate planning attorney, and he can do your estate plan. I just had a really glowing report about him. People love the process. You go to his office, or you can do it by phone or Zoom, or do the first meeting in person, whatever you want. It's a law firm that gives you personalized attention for trusts or for wills or a combination of the two. And it's 833-CO-PLANS is the number, 833-CO-PLANS. And that's Dan McKenzie, McKenzie Law. More right after this.
Facing a job loss? Considering a pension buyout, a severance package, or what to do with your 401k? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, and I can help. 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
You know, Fix It 24/7. We have a lot of Colorado Springs listeners. They're in the Springs right now, by the way. They're great people. Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. And right now, they're really stressing. Get ready for the heating season and the cooling season, I mean, because of the heat. And what they're saying is incredible. They're saying for $39, they will take that air conditioner apart to the extent they can, and they will clean every nook and cranny, and they will adjust and tune it and give you a no breakdown guarantee. Don't wait for expensive repairs. Do preventive maintenance with Fix It 24/7. And you can find them at fixmyhome.com. In the Springs, let me give you their number. Just $39 for a complete tune, deep clean, and check of your AC. 719-888-HEAT. That's for our friends in the Springs. 719-888-HEAT. And for the metro area, 720-526-3939. Fixmyhome.com. Hey, you heard me talk about Gravinas before, and I'll tell you why. I've known Gravinas for more than 25 years. That's how long they've been on our list. We never get complaints. We get praises about them. They have the biggest selection of windows around, so you're never, ever pigeonholed to one window. They have 50 lines of windows, multiple brands of siding and doors. They're on 950 West Evans, and they're an offshoot of the original Gravinas. And now they're at 950 West Evans. The dad, by the way, started it. Then Larry took over for his dad. Nick took over for Larry. It's a family affair. Prices, yes, great prices and great value. 303 Gravina, 303 Gravina, or gravinas.com. I have a lot to talk about when it comes to being a landlord. Why? Because I am a landlord and I have used the Vestera way. What is the Vestera way? It's Vestera Turnkey. They help you buy rentals in promising markets and where equity is strong, rents are strong, the economy is strong. Then they help you. They hook you up with a management company. They hook you up with everything you're going to need to have that rental. They hold your hand through the entire process. Then when it comes time to sell, then they help you sell it. 303-888-3788. Have your hand held. Get your landlord on, and you can get it with Vestera Turnkey. That's VesteraTurnkey.com.
Yeah, okay.
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Biggest piece of crap, you piece of shit. Fucking.
It is obvious your clock isn't working, and I'm so sorry.
That satellite clock just says, the first thing you see is it has to be near a window. What the piece of shit is that? Why don't they put that in the description?
It's probably the same clock he's using for the timing.
Here's what I don't understand. I don't understand why this clock from Radio Shack can set anywhere in the house and it'll set, and it has a little satellite signal.
Because it's off something different.
It's a radio wave.
It's not a GPS. It's radio.
Yeah. I guess the time is broadcast by radio or something.
Yeah.
Out of Fort Collins, Colorado, of all places.
I always thought it was Boulder, but it's Fort Collins. Huh?
Well, the
or
clock
maybe
is in Boulder.
Oh, I hear that.
So you never called?
Yeah, I've called that one. Do they still have the number?
303-499-7111.
Really?
Yeah, that's NIST in Boulder.
16 hours, 24 minutes, coordinated universal time.
Mine's off. Now it just went to 24. 499 what?
303-499. Oh, did I say 499?
Yeah.
Let me look at it again. 499-7111.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
303
I'm going to do it.
499-7111.
I'm going to use my little Google Voice here to do it.
Yeah. Did you get my picture of you on the water bottle?
No.
Yeah, you're at your Google number. I texted a picture
Oh,
of you.
yeah.
On
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to Adam that once upon a time we had it all.
Oh, man. You know, once upon a time we had, wait, were you kidding? Once upon a time, you would have Shannon sitting there doing the show, and you'd have a guy behind him for when he has to get up to go to the bathroom, and there were 2 board ops on for every show.
And no one was disturbed that I never got up, yet still went to the bathroom.
No, but when you came, were there still the 2 board ops?
No.
Yeah, we would have, what was his name? He was there forever, a Hispanic.
Kenny Danon.
No, before him, a Hispanic gentleman. He'd be standing there, and the guy behind him. You would have literally 2 board ops on the board, too. And I asked, and they said, oh, he's for relief, for when I have to use the restroom or take his union break. So you would have 2 board ops assigned to every single shift. And then they had a separate, the call screener and all that was separate. And we had a person just for building maintenance. I mean, one person dedicated to you with helpers. And think about all the people,
Stories.
All right, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Let's go to the phones and see what's on your mind. Jay's got a comment on the gold topic. Go ahead, Jay. Do you have gold, Jay?
Okay.
Hello, Jay. You there, Jay?
I think it'd be pretty cool if you could get someone on and talk about the price of gold and silver for spot versus what you pay for it, what dealers pay for it. When silver was up around 50 a couple years ago, I called one of your sponsors, actually.
Yeah.
You would not believe what was said on the phone. I couldn't repeat that
Well,
here on the air.
what do you mean? I mean, I don't
I'll
care.
tell you.
Yeah, without being vulgar. I mean, what was said? What did they say?
Okay, so I called and I said, I have a lot of silver.
Yeah.
It's up pretty good. I think I'd like to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard in the background the owner, because I've met him, I knew his voice, and it wasn't him on the phone. He goes, how much are we paying for silver right now? And the guy says, I told you not to take these effing calls. Hang up on them. And he goes, you'll just have to bring it in, and hung up on me. So that was actually one of your radio commercial guys.
I don't have one. I don't know who you're talking about, but okay. So
all right, I'll just say it right out. Want me to tell you?
I don't care. I don't care.
That was David Ellis Jewelers.
Okay. So they said you have to bring it in, right?
No. He said, I told you not to take these calls. Hang the F up on them. And then the guy said, you'll just have to bring it in, and hung up on me. But that was kind of weird. So I've been looking around a little. I kept it. But now when you go to sell, they don't offer you anywhere near spot. And when you go to buy, you pay way over spot.
Not way over, but you do. People make money. You're right. Dealers make money on the spread. So, but you just got to you got to shop like you do anything, and you buy it on a low markup, and you sell it for somebody that's not going to take it all. I mean,
the relationship between spot and what you can buy it for or sell it for is pretty random all over the place. Really is.
And that's why shopping is the answer. It really is. Jay, you have some people that are paying near spot price for everything, and you have some that pay way less. It depends on their margins. It's like any business. They will buy or sell products based on supply and demand and all of that. So, yeah, you're right. People don't think of shopping for gold and silver. They think of it in terms of a spot price. And you're right. They're not going to get a spot price. You're not going to go in and get the spot price when you go to buy, because that person needs to make a commission. So it's the spot price plus commission. And when you sell, it's below spot price because they want to make money on it. And that's just life. And you have to shop around for gold just like you shop for anything. And you have to make sure, of course, it's real gold and all that. You have to shop with reputable sources. Austin, what's happening? And you want to talk about being fired from a job, Austin?
Yes, sir. Well, good morning. I'm sitting here with my friend, and it's not just me that was fired. It's my friend as well.
Okay. Why were you fired?
All right, brother. Well, Christmas of last year, my friend informs me that one of our night guys refused service to a Spanish-speaking customer because they didn't speak English, and it was recorded. It was videotaped.
What kind of business is it?
So this is the Loaf and Jug on West Hamden.
Okay, so a guy you say that worked there refused service to someone
because they spoke Spanish.
Okay, and what does this have to do with you?
It was videotaped.
Okay.
So me and my friend, we started pushing the issue about the videos and how wrong it was, and things that weren't an issue before became an issue.
So Austin, you were pushing the issue, meaning you did not think it was right what that guy did, right?
Yes, sir. I think it was totally ignorant.
Okay, and it was. So what happened then? You were pushing the issue. What were you trying to get the guy fired?
Well, we were just trying to get something going because our store manager, she tried to silence us. She kept telling us to be quiet about the issue, that HR was handling it.
Yeah, I guess it truly, Austin, I understand you, but it is not your place. If you're just an employee and another employee did something stupid, it really isn't your place to deal with it.
Okay, well, what about when customers come up and ask if he's racist and make the conversation uncomfortable? And
well, that would be.
And then nothing.
Are you saying that other people have complained about this guy too?
Yes, sir.
And you're saying that they won't get rid of him?
Because he's the night guy and he shows up.
Okay.
He's had multiple issues, and when we've raised it, we raised the concerns about it. Because like I said, shopping and then customers recognize you, come up to you and say, "Hey, man, is this guy racist?"
Okay, so I see. So you're saying it's very uncomfortable having this guy on the night shift because the way he treats people. Now, does he treat just Hispanic people this way, or does he treat black people this way? Like when you talk about this employee being racist, and who does he treat? Who does he treat badly?
Well, Hispanics, like I said, we have videos of him, like I said, refusing service because they spoke English and then making a whole scene of it.
You mean because they did not speak English, you're saying?
Because they did not speak. Sorry, brother. I'm a little flustered right now because, I'm half Hispanic.
Yeah. Well,
Austin, why did they fire you over this? I guess that's the part I don't get.
Yeah, Mark. Not only him, they fired Austin. They fired you and your buddy.
But why? Like literally, why? If we were talking to them, what would they say? Because they're not going to say that because another employee was being completely racist that we fired you. It makes no sense.
Okay. So I was almost there for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
I got hurt last year, May 5th or May 2nd of last year. I herniated my disc on my day off. Was helping out the store manager. Before I got hurt, Tom, I had a verbal write-up. That's it. One verbal write-up.
Yeah.
And then I say something as soon as I get back from workers' comp. I say something about this issue, and then next thing I know, I'm being written up. Here's final warning. Fired for issues I've never had a problem with.
But what's your workman's comp for?
You're thinking though they fired you because you complained about this racist employee, right?
I do, because the text messages I have from the store manager demanding that we stop talking about this and to be quiet. Yeah, I do think I got fired.
Hold on, Austin. Hold on. I do want to hear the rest. There's got to be more to the story, and we'll explore what you call wrongful termination. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
There you go.
FX HD2 Denver.
I haven't had a chance to write anything. Let's see if there's anything we care about. Discount bath.
All right.
60. Who wants it?
I got it.
Tommy's got it.
Yeah, we are battling these very strong wind gusts. In fact, it has caused 2 separate accidents in the foothills. I-70 now being probably the worst of it, heading eastbound at Morrison. Semis on its side there. They've closed it at Lookout Mountain as they're running you down Highway 40 back to Morrison to get on to I-70. The other one happened a little bit earlier during the end of the rush hour. This is Highway 93 north of 72. Wind gusts there are recorded around 77 miles an hour, but both directions are closed. Indiana is the alternate route. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
This is Monty Montgomery, the senior producer of Our American Stories. In our next episode, we'll tell the tale of Family Affairs star Brian Keefe's service and sacrifice. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Hey, discountbath.com. That's the website for Discount Bath. Words you don't normally hear together. Baths are expensive normally, but they guarantee you the best value and the best pricing. Yes, all you have to do is put them to the test. They're happy to discuss price with you up front. Give them an idea of what you want. Give them a call, 720-979-2322. They'll be happy to visit with you, or they invite you to visit them. Discountbath.com. Start there, and you can get that beautiful bathroom. Now listen to this. You can get a shower conversion right now. Get rid of that old tub and shower combo and get a beautiful walk-in shower, custom design for under 10 grand for $9,888. That's $9,888 for your walk-in shower, completely installed and beautiful. That's discountbath.com, 720-979-2322.
Thank you. Hey, I want to file a ongoing employment complaint. Why am I continually employed? This sucks.
Yeah.
You know, we've wondered that as well.
Yeah.
Never got into trouble.
Oh, my God. The number I told you at the KOA 100, I yelled at Don and Robin and Lee about not firing me. You fuckers had your chance. Why am I still here? God.
Can Austin give us the first name of his buddy?
She did not want to be named.
Oh, it's a her?
So
Okay.
I just put friend, yeah.
Test. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Oh, you guys, Shannon yelled at me yesterday.
Where are you?
Yeah, well, I didn't yell at you. I was
to Mark.
condescending.
Oh, okay.
It's a huge difference.
All right.
Okay.
I wasn't even threatening. I was. There's got to be an exact word for what I was. I was insulting, is what I was.
You told me to shut up. You were trying to talk.
I didn't even say shut up. I said, hey, I'm talking here because you.
I'm just giving you shit.
Listen,
I
I'm
know
talking to
I'm loud.
Miranda, and you come in here talking.
Who's Miranda?
She is the new, technically the new Brad White.
Okay, so not as important as me. I get it.
Oh, for God's sakes. I'm shocked you even have a card key to this building.
Who says we do?
Oh, okay. Jimmy in the door each time. Well, you came in and you started talking louder and louder because I was talking. I finally snapped. God damn it, I'm talking here! That was fun.
Mark Shemansky's asking how much he wants to Venmo me for the hotel.
Did you take the complimentary soaps? That's
No,
actually...
but I have something to tell you next break. Oh my God, I'm going to hotel hell.
Every time I sign into a hotel, I mutter under my breath, let me apologize now for what I'm going to do to the carpet.
All right, that's awesome.
Ew.
Uh-huh. And nothing happens. I'm old and tired. I'm not doing anything, but I want them to think. I want them to be on their toes, especially when they walk into the room.
Oh, God.
That was one of my favorite old Naked Gun jokes. Like a midget at a urinal, I knew I was going to have to be on my toes. Well, Leslie Nielsen did a better job of saying it.
Nico had double ear infection.
Oh, man.
Poor
That's
kid.
Unfortunate. Did they give it like any cream, or was it more like an antibiotic?
Yeah, it's like this lotiony stuff to put in his
Yeah.
ears.
You got to squirt something in his ears?
Yeah, sometimes they'll give you like a liquid based, or sometimes it's a like a lotion consistency.
All right, let's do this.
Hi, Tom Martino here. So we often get calls, by the way, about people what they call unjust termination, or illegal termination, wrongful termination, whatever term you want to use. And even though I don't know, the laws have not changed that much, and there really aren't many wrongful termination claims that can be made, unless it's so egregious that you can prove there was discrimination and based on what's outlined in the law. But Austin and his friend are saying that he and she got fired because they were upset. They were upset because a fellow employee at this loaf and jug refused to work or refused someone's service because they spoke Spanish and they did not speak English, and it was on video. And they complained to their supervisor about it. And their supervisor said, it's none of your business. HR is handling it. So I guess Austin was bothered by it. How long were you there in total, Austin, as an employee?
A year and a half, sir.
Okay.
Almost 2 years.
And so when they fired you, did they tell you they were firing you because you made noise about this employee?
No, Tom. They fired me for issues I've never had problems with.
Like what? Did they give you a specific... In other words, when they fired you, in writing, did they give you a specific reason?
Yeah. So, Tom, so I find it funny. First off, let me tell you this. I do find it egregious because I have Hispanic ancestry, and my grandfather was a proud business owner for 50 years. For you to say
but
that,
what does that have to do with this,
man.
though? Like, what did they fire you for?
So I did take it. So listen, I did take offense to it because that dishonored my heritage, first off, and second off, before I got hurt, Tom, me and my friend would get called constantly to go in and handle problems for the store manager. Before I got hurt, like I said, I had a verbal for being on my phone. Shouldn't have been on my phone. I should have been on it, but I was.
Okay, but Austin...
One verbal.
Austin...
Then I say something. No, listen to me. You asked me these questions, so listen.
But you're not
So
answering.
then I get hurt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. I get hurt. I say something about these videos. I come back. Never had a problem with money. Now I'm looking at, in 2 days, I was over $100 short. Never had an issue with that, especially when I was working with the safe and all this money. Never had an issue with that. And then the store manager would let us get free drinks if you weren't on the clock, and I've got witnesses and everything. Those started becoming a problem. So I get written up for drinks. Never had an issue with that before I got hurt. And I say something about the video. Start getting written up about that. Then I get written up for money issues, which I never had a problem with before. Store manager, the MOD, knew at the time I was that short, didn't say nothing, which in policy you're supposed to call the manager. Didn't do that. Next week, I get written up, not on the day that it happened. So, yeah, I do think I was fired because I said shit. My friend.
Okay, you get that for me.
Did you get that, Shannon?
I did.
Okay, here's the bottom line. They can fire you. They don't have to give you a reason. I wanted to know if they gave him a reason in writing. That's what I was trying to get to. And he said he was answering me, but he never answered me. So I can bring him back. We just tell him what he did, and he can't do that again. But here's the problem. It's an at-will state. They can fire him for any reason, even if it's wrong. I mean, in other words, I know it sounds weird, but they can just fire you. And I want to know what they actually put in writing. Yeah, by the way, Austin, you can't say that word. And I just wanted to say, did they give you in writing? I need to know that. There's a reason I'm asking. Did they put a reason in writing that you were fired?
Yes. I've never had an issue with money.
What
did
they say in the termination? What did they say?
So I was over $100 short, and the next thing I know, I'm $10 short. So that was the firing.
Okay.
Money issues. I never had money issues. Never had money issues.
Okay.
Even though I was dealing.
So do you think they're making it up?
Do I think what?
Do you think they're lying about that money shortage?
I definitely do. And my friend can attest to it too, that you can move numbers in the system.
What would be the
never had
reason?
money issues.
Why are they wanting to get rid of you, do you think?
Because I wouldn't comply. I have multiple text messages from the store manager that I need to be quiet. So if your boss tells you to be quiet, are you going to be quiet?
You know, Austin, probably. It depends on what I want to be quiet about.
Well, that's my First Amendment right, Tom.
Yeah, but okay, let's just. Well, Austin, you called for help.
At what point is this stupid?
Yeah, I know.
Seriously, at what point are we just getting crazy?
That's what I was going to tell him. Austin, here's the short answer. Whether you like it or not, I didn't make up the rule, but they can fire you for any reason they want. Okay. Now, if it breaks the law, you can go after them for it. But what they did is not breaking the law. You guys had a difference of opinion. That's what you had, a difference of opinion. So that is that's the unfortunate situation. Well, it's unfortunate for you. They don't have to give you a reason, but they did. But they can fire you. So if they don't want you there, it can be. They could say for any reason they want or no reason. They can fire you. They can't fire you for illegal reasons. Okay, and those illegal reasons are spelled out in the law. And you don't reach any of those. It's for religion. It's for all of that, ethnicity. They're not firing you for that. They're not discriminating against you. So really, all they're doing is firing you. And you called for
retaliation, Tom.
Well, they can fire you for retaliation. That's okay. They're allowed to do that.
No, I'm talking about the retaliation on their part.
Yeah, they're allowed to do that. Austin, they're allowed to do that.
Now we have issues.
Austin, I'm not saying what they did was right. You called for information, and I am telling you, if they did not like you complaining about that guy, and they can fire you. Yeah, they can. They can fire you for whatever they want. And it's unfortunate that you lost your job, but they can fire you. You don't, in other words, you don't have a lawsuit against these people. What there's nothing to sue for. They have a right to let you go. They don't want you around. What I think is weird is they put a reason in your termination letter. They didn't even have to give you a reason. They could just say you're no longer needed, and be done with it. They did not have to give you a reason. And I know that you think there's some big conspiracy because they're protecting this racist employee. Well, look, here's the deal. If that employee is affecting their job, their bottom line, they'll fire that employee too. But Austin, you're wasting time trying to go after them because there's no case there. Because in Colorado, they can fire you for any reason. Now, I'm shocked because the laws used to be like all pro renter, pro landlord in the past, and then they turned around and now they're pro tenant. I'm surprised that our liberal state has not changed the laws to help employees. I'm really shocked because that's one area where they leave people alone and say to the employers, you can fire people for any reason. You don't have to give a reason. It doesn't have to be reasonable. You can do whatever you want. I'm surprised that Colorado has not changed that because Colorado has so many woke laws right now. I am shocked. Mark, aren't you still shocked that Colorado?
No, because too many big companies would get the hell out of here.
Okay, so you think they're doing it for their economic good?
They have to. Can you imagine that if you couldn't fire somebody? Think of how crazy that would be.
Yeah, or you had to have a reason and you had to prove it. Again, I'm sorry, Austin. Bottom line, they can fire you, and it can be unreasonable. He said, can they fire you for retaliation? Yeah, they can. They can say, I don't like what you did. I don't like your attitude, and fire you. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal about it. Some people think they have a legal standing when they say it was nepotism. And I said, what do you mean? Well, he hired his brother or his aunt or his uncle or his cousin. I'm allowed to go up to an employee and say, I need to fire you because I'm going to hire my brother-in-law. I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, unless if a company has a policy against nepotism, they can do that all day long.
Yeah. And again, that's a policy from the company, not from the law. Under the law, they can go and fire you because they want to hire one of their relatives. There's nothing wrong with that either. But people seem to latch on to these phrases like nepotism or wrongful termination. And really, there aren't many wrongful terminations under the law.
And it sounds like he really hated working there. Okay, no one wants to get fired. You much rather leave, but I'm sure there's other convenience stores out there.
Exactly. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255. By the way, the guaranteed lowest price for your furnace replacement, renewhomeinnovation.com. They say give them a call and they'll prove it to you. It's renewhomeinnovations.com. The lowest guaranteed price on furnace replacements, 303-904-2000 or renewhomeinnovations.com.
Very nice.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we are battling these very strong wind gusts. In fact, it has caused 2 separate accidents in the foothills, I-70 now being probably the worst of it, heading eastbound at Morrison.
Warn Mark, this is only a 15, then he's got to do his thing.
As they're running
Told him, be ready.
Back to Morrison to get on to I-70. The other one happened a little bit earlier during the end of the rush hour. This is Highway 93 north of 72. Wind gusts there are recorded around 77 miles an hour, but both directions are closed. Indiana is the alternate route. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
This is Monty Montgomery, the senior producer of Our American Stories. In our next episode, we'll tell the tale of Family Affairs star Brian Keefe's service and sacrifice. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney that'll do free initial consultations always. So if you're in trouble, give him a call. Then if you decide to hire him, it's on a flat fee for the entire case. No surprises. 303-429-6200, 429-6200.
Listen what's coming up. You got to get signed up. MyMoneyMovie.com. It's going to be a free movie at the AMC Westminster Promenade 24 coming up March 19th. I want you to Google the movie. Free popcorn, free drinks. The baby boomer dilemma. You're going to learn about Social Security, retirement, some of the big pitfalls we're all facing right now. March 19th, 6:30. AMC Westminster Promenade 24. Go to mymoneymovie.com. Get signed up right now. mymoneymovie.com.
I had it up over here, and then I realized it's not setting. And they said, "Oh, you have to have it near." I looked in the manual. Here's the. Well, the
put some aluminum foil on the antenna.
Upstairs. Or no, I thought I had it here.
Sorry. Let's see what it does. I can't believe that Tom can't get a clock working.
It's still blinking
12. Yeah, it's so out of his wheelhouse to have clock issues.
It's incredible. Hey, Dimitri, do me a favor. Would you just set the clock up for him?
It's not going to be set up. Oh, there's the remote. There's the directions right there.
Mark, do you want me to set his VCR, which is still blinking 12?
Yes, please.
I'm telling you, you guys, you think I know what the fuck I'm doing? I do. I know.
Listen, you never touch buttons, I know.
Yeah,
he doesn't know what he just
try
thought
to get
he
it
said.
to go to the 12-hour one. Try that one. There's a switch there. It goes 12:24.
I'm not sure I understand what I just said.
I misunderstood what I.
Piece of shit.
Well, I think not unlike a GPS, it has to see the sky, right?
It has to see the sky.
I don't. He's saying it's a GPS clock. I would say it has to see the sky. Yes.
Like
yeah, they're calling it. They call it very specifically a GPS clock, and so I mistakenly thought it would set itself like my satellite clock.
Your atomic clock.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. They're different.
Yeah, because the atomic clock, I can't remember what the frequency is,
Right.
but it's AM.
Yeah, you're right. It's a little frequent because I always notice it, and it changed when the time changes. Everything. You never have to touch it.
Nope.
And I swear to God,
That's
this
what
clock
she
has
said.
to be 50. It has to be 15 years or more. I mean,
we have an atomic clock that we've had for, I think it's from Radio Shack as well. Oh, no, you know where it was from? The Sharper Image.
It finally
well
died.
done.
Oh, it did, or you threw it away, or did it?
now
not?
that might
It
just
was
be a
like
better
the
clock because
screen
it's
started
bigger.
Fading. It was like 30
But-
years old. We had it since Parker, like 1994.
And you got rid of it because it was 30 years old?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Somehow my old tie-dye shirts disappear. I don't know. It's like they disintegrate in the laundry.
Well, she's so sentimental. Sentimental lady. Great
That's
Bob
funny because
Hope song.
65 isn't even a thing anywhere. Not by date, not by time, not by 24-hour clock. Number 65 flashing. What the fuck is that? What can 65 possibly be?
I'm shocked it's not 666.
It is. It befuddled me right before I went on the air.
You look befuddled today.
Yeah.
Dang.
Do you have your camera on, Mark?
No.
Oh.
You should see the rest of his face, Tommy.
Oh.
Cat scratch fever.
I mean, someone's going to think I beat the shit out of him.
About time.
Or they're going to think I was trying to jump out of the bushes and rape somebody.
Choose your bushes wisely when you're stalking.
I agree. It's frustrating as hell. Yeah. Oh, God, I want you to. See 55. What the fuck is 55? Oh.
I sent you December. You're talking just for...
Free app. Search sports and listen now.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Dimitri's trying to trying to set that clock up. He's not going to have any luck. It's a piece of crap. Anyway, let's talk to Eddie. Eddie, you got a mechanics issue. What's going on, Eddie? What's happening?
I was thinking I was having problems with my starter on my car. It would start whenever it wanted, so I didn't drive it because I didn't want to really get stuck nowhere. And like I said, I work at the convention center, so I catch the light rail down there.
Right.
Well, I thought I'd call a mobile mechanic to come over and check it out. The first guy came over. He said his machine wouldn't accept it or it didn't come on with his machine. So he went and sat in his car for a minute. I don't know if he was playing with his machine or whatever. Then he came back, and he said, well, it might be this here at the top, a coil or something. He didn't even mention the name of it.
Yeah.
And he apparently just got my $150 back. I mean, I gave him the $150.
Now, hold on, Eddie. Eddie, you gave him $150. Did he fix the problem?
No, that's just it. Not at all.
But then what's the $150 for?
The initial test.
The diagnostic?
Did he give you a diagnosis?
Yes, but he said the machine wouldn't come on.
Well, but he definitely told you what was wrong with it.
Not that guy. There was another.
All right, hold on. We've got to take this break.
We got more coming. Just hang on, Eddie.
I can tell that Tom's clock's not working.
Try to encourage.
He'll stay.
No, yeah.
Ingrid, try to encourage her.
I got
to,
a way to encourage her.
No, try to encourage her to stick around.
Okay, I bet.
Here we go.
Okay, Ingrid's got. Let's do an over/under. 6 over/under.
Nope, you cut out. We
Yeah,
couldn't
he
hear
is
the
cutting
question.
out. That's sad.
Am I cutting off right now?
No, you're
No,
fine
not
now.
right now. Tom, did you know you do that a lot too? I just don't.
He does
there's
it constantly.
Oh my gosh.
I clip?
Yep.
Really?
It's
All
crazy.
once an hour.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of it does depend on volume. So if you yell,
Okay.
does it? But don't stop yelling. It's part of the fun of the show. And then when you do cut out, it's kind of funny too.
I'm gonna run up and get some coffee. I'll be right back. You want one, Shannon?
Yes, but I'd like a enema. Coffee enema.
I was so frustrated with that.
I wonder if mine cut out because I hooked Suzanne's mic up. I didn't think of that.
Don't overthink it. You know what it is?
No, it doesn't matter.
It's the internet.
It's the internet.
Have you ever had porn go out at the wrong time? That's what's happening
I hate
here.
that. Hate it.
No, don't stall. God dang it.
Shannon, are you ready for this?
Hit me.
Tell me if this is wrong. We were staying in a super nice hotel in Louisiana.
Motel 6.
And I absolutely
69.
loved their lemon balm lotion, body balm.
Okay.
And so I loved it so much, I actually looked it up on Amazon to see how much it cost. And it was $100 for a 16-ounce bottle. So what did we do? Mark's like, let's just go get some empty travel bottles at Walmart and we'll fill them up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to Hotel Hell now.
That's fantastic.
I'm a little embarrassed.
And so you just emptied the pump thing and did a little travel
Yeah,
guide?
because they were pumps, right?
Yeah,
They were just the big bottle pumps. They weren't like little
that's
individual
awesome.
packs.
Oh, say it again.
Were they locked on the wall with like a cage?
Yes.
It's so funny.
And you're not able to get in there to access them like some guys could possibly
no, and
try to
long
refill
story
them?
short, we stayed in 3 different hotel rooms in the hotel 5 different days, so I was really able to take
You loaded up.
advantage.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's fine. I worked with a guy who swore that when he was a waiter at a very nice restaurant in Breckenridge, he and a buddy would go and refill the waitress's lotion bottle once in a while.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh. Awful. It's awful. And that's the thing I worry about with those refillable things in the hotel.
You never know.
Nope.
Yeah, the Sharper Image. Do you remember that place, Shannon?
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
It was Brookstone we got it from.
Or Brookstone. Yeah, that's true. It could have been
Brookstone was all right. I don't think I bought anything there, but Sharper Image. Oh, my gosh. Especially the one at the Tabor Center.
Never at that one. Ours was always the mall there.
Which mall? Well, Tabor was the 16th Street Mall.
No.
Next to the Bell
Park
Tower.
Meadows.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did. I might have bought a crossbow at the one at Tabor, but yeah, I was always buying something stupid there. Golly.
Oh, they had the coolest gadgets, man.
Stupid.
Now you know what I mean. That's like, it's made in China, by the way.
Well, then they're monitoring you.
Yeah.
I see you, Round Eye. Speaking of China, why can't Chinese parents have a Caucasian child?
Why?
Because two Wongs don't make a white. That's all I know.
Good.
It's not awful. I mean,
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It was good.
and there should be a lower expectation of civility with actual enemies. You know, America said
there you
awful
go.
things about the Japanese and German during the war. Awful things. And if we're kind of at war with China, at least economically, then, it lowers the... Yeah.
So my time date clock there, made in China, it has numbers that go up to 80 and 90, and that wouldn't even be there for a date or for any time in the world. Why would it have numbers going up to 80?
What does?
That clock, you can put it flashes 80 or 90, and it makes no sense because
Maybe it's Chinese.
well, by the way, there is no date or time that would ever use the number 80 or 90 or 100
seconds.
You can look at D will tell you, is this screwed up or not, D? It's not me, is it?
It's definitely not you. The instructions are very confusing, as is the display.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't return it. I'll come over and figure it out.
Yeah, made in China. And Mark, you can't figure it out. It's unfigurable. What if that's a word?
Maybe it's part of a sleeper cell bomb that's been activated.
And by the way, a men's lacrosse shot clock goes up to 80.
Wow, gee, frickin' da.
Yeah, but
and by the way, a doomsday clock goes up to 85 seconds.
Oh, come on. That's a minute and 15, and we're minute 25.
What's going on there, Mark? Somebody Googles too much.
Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
I'm Tom Martino, and I thank you for being here. Let's go to the phones and see what we can do for you. All you have to do is call 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And this hour brought to you by Water Pros, the best water systems at the lowest prices. And by the way, if you have a well and more than 25 users, if you're an institution, a trailer park, mobile home park, Paul the Waterman can set up your system. He's an official operator of water systems, so he can do small water systems. Or if you're a homeowner and you want to get great water, waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. So Eddie said he called a mobile mechanic. He got a diagnostic. He was charged $150. Is that in a nutshell? What diagnosis did he give you? What did he say, Eddie? I'm talking about the guy you paid $150 for. What did he say the $150 was for?
He said it was for, see, when you get a diagnostic test, that's $150 right off the bat.
Okay.
They even
But you're saying he never actually gave you a diagnosis?
He put his machine in the hole where it's supposed to go in the port on my car, but he said it wasn't reading nothing.
Right. So then what?
And then he went back to his car, and I figured he was trying to figure something out.
Right.
Then he comes up to my car, and he says, well, it might be this right here or this down here, something connected to the starter. So that was it. And then I said, well, I don't know, man. And he just popped out his little card reader, and I had to pay $150.
So Eddie, I don't get it though. He didn't give you a diagnosis, and how did you pay him the $150?
Well, it sounds like he did give him a diagnosis. So he's saying it could be this or that. Did you decide not to do it?
No. He said his machine wasn't working.
Okay.
So, with no kind of reason.
So then why did you pay him $150?
I don't know why I gave him $150. I really don't.
Did you give it to him?
Let's call this guy. Let's just do it.
Did you give it to him in cash?
No, I gave it to him off my debit card, my Visa.
Oh, man, I'm too bad it's a debit card because you could have probably contested it on the charge on a credit card.
He can probably still contest it as long as he didn't put in a key or a PIN.
Really? He took it as a credit card?
Yeah, they just tapped it or swiped it.
Okay,
through his little machine.
you got to contest the charge. But as Mark said, what did he say? Did he give you any indication at all? Did he say it could be this or this? Did he give you any indication? Anything that would justify $150?
No.
Did you ask? Did you pay before or after?
After everything.
Why did you do that? If you didn't get anything, he said that'll be $150, and you should have said for what?
Hey, listen, Tom, we're going to get the other side to this, but I just want to throw this out there. It's a mobile guy, so he might have a trip charge or something, but let's say he gets out there and there is something wrong with the guy's ODB2 port. Or what kind of vehicle is it, by the way, there, Eddie?
It's a Chevy. It's a 2001 Chevy Malibu.
Yeah, so that would be ODB2. So let's say, let's say it's not the guy's equipment that showed up, but something's wrong with the port or it's an electrical problem with the computer. I don't know, but there could be an answer to this because the guy is mobile.
Okay, so when that guy left about 4 days later, I said, well, I'm going to have to spend this other little money I got to figure out what's going on with this car.
It wouldn't start. Is that the symptom? It wouldn't start?
When it wants to. Whenever
okay, got it. Okay.
You turn the key, it might. Turn the key, it might not.
Got it.
I fixed the ignition. I did a brand new $200 battery last month, because I thought one of those little...
yeah.
So keep going, though. You're losing your track. What happened?
So what happened?
3 days later.
Oh, 3 days later, I called another company, another guy. He came down, looked at it, and he said, well, he put his machine on it. It came up with the machine, and it came up a sensor.
Did he fix it?
And I said, oh, no. He ran up to Walmart. He said he read
Just tell me something. The second guy did not fix it either. Is that right?
No. Right. Correct.
Did he pay? Did you pay the second guy?
Yes, $125.
But okay, what did you pay $120 to him for?
I don't know, Tom.
Oh my God, is this a joke, Eddie? Why do you keep? Wait a minute. For what did you get for the $120?
Nothing. He said he was going to go up, order at Walmart, order the parts and 2 terminal things for my battery, to make sure everything's good and connected. When he said I'll be back, he never came back. Never.
So you got cheated twice.
Right.
So, Eddie, I don't understand. Did you ever find out what's wrong with your car?
Well, the second guy told me that there's a hole in my, and I don't believe this at all. There's a little hole or something leaking from my power steering. I don't have power steering on my car. That's fine.
Oh, my God.
He said there's something dripping on the wires and it's shorting it out or doing something like that. I said, where's it at? Show me. And he stuck his little flashlight up in there, and all I could see is just really nothing.
Okay, so you spent so far $270 and got nothing.
Yeah, man, I did. I don't know why.
I'm going to be honest with you, Eddie. I don't think there's anything we can do for you. I mean, we're going to call these guys, but I can't believe you got 2 mobile mechanics in a row that did nothing and took your money.
Well, they wanted it, and I figured if I don't pay it, then there might be some kind of law problems or something. You know what I mean?
No,
So I'm just doing
they
what
didn't
I
do
did.
anything. They didn't do anything. You were trying to be a nice guy. I understand it. But when the guy wanted $120, you were under the impression that guy was going to come back, right?
Right. He said he was going to go to Walmart or the parts. That was when we had that little last snow. And that took 3 days for him to come back down. And he said, I'll probably come back down on a text message. And I said, what does probably mean? And he texts me back and he says, what does probably mean? And I said, well, probably.
All right. We want to call both of them. Hold on. Do we have any deputies that can make some phone calls to this guy? We want to call both of these clowns. Who do we have on today?
Well, yeah, try to. Let's see if we can't get one of them on the air.
I
There
agree,
could be a
Mark.
completely other side.
I totally agree, Mark. Let's see. We'll call Axeman. Try to get them on the air if you can. Tell them we want to get their side of the story. Give them a call. If not, we'll put a deputy on it. But this is ridiculous. 303-713-8255 is our phone number. And we're going to talk to Ingrid. Okay, Ingrid, what is going on with you, dear? What's happening?
Oh, my God. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Ingrid. You sound frustrated.
Okay. Yeah, so this has almost been about 9 months ago. My daughter got approached. Well, actually, she found something on Instagram that said, hey, you want to be a model?
Uh-oh.
You know, send us. Yeah, I know. It's called Urban Talent. And she kind of got hotboxed. Well, she did get hotboxed into high-pressure sales because she went in there by herself.
Uh-oh. What did she sign up for?
Yeah. Well, she signed up for classes and, Zoom calls and training and this, that, and the other. So she signed the freaking contract because she asked, she said, can I have my parents look this over? And it was like.
So she actually went. She actually went and met with Urban Talent. She met with them.
Yeah.
Where are they located?
In person. In Denver.
Okay, so she went to Urban Talent, and how much does this contract? How much does it call for on her part? How much has she paid? How much does she owe? Just tell me about the payments. How much are they charging her?
They charged her $2,500.
Oh my God! Did she pay it?
And yeah.
How did she pay it? Does she work?
And she's in college.
How did she pay it?
She's in college. Yeah, well, she put down some money, and then we bailed her out because the contract had, all of the. I mean, the contract was horrible. It says if you try to pull out, they'll send you to collections. If you want to cancel, they'll send you to collections. So it was like a scare tactic. And
okay, but what did they say? Let's talk about this, Ingrid, because it's serious, and I want to warn others about it. And I want to see how we can help you. I'm going to ask your indulgence to please hang on, because this is important for other parents too, and we might go after them. So hang on, and we'll talk about it, because this modeling thing has not been around for a long time, and this is the first we've gotten a modeling complaint like this probably. I don't know, Mark, maybe 10 years. I don't think we've heard one of these lately.
Yeah, those guys have been around 30 years. I do recall a few calls in the past. What a lot of people don't realize, they'll try to go out and get you gigs that you can show up and see if you get the gig, but you can do that on your own. There's open calls for modeling all the time.
Okay, now hold on, and we'll come back and talk about it. DenverRegen.com. Painful joints, tendons, tennis elbow, bad knee, lower back, neck. They do it all, and they do a great job. I can attest to them. I've had their stem cell therapy, and it's wonderful. DenverRegen.com.
Are you tired of biased news and woke entertainment? There's finally a streaming service built for you. Truth Plus from Trump Media gives you free access to non-woke news channels, thousands of patriotic movies and TV shows. And with a Patriot package, you get premium channels like Newsmax, Great American Family, and INSP. Support media that shares your values. Go to truthplus.tv or download the Truth Plus app on your smart TV or app store today. Make TV great again.
Martino Capital is my company. I started it with my frustration from the investment industry. where advisors were simply taking my money and placing it with big companies, big brokers, and then collecting a middleman fee. They didn't know about me. They didn't know about my hopes, my ambitions. They didn't know about my goals, my whatever, my time horizon, my risk tolerance. You need someone to work with you directly. That's what we do at Martino Capital. I have people that will work with you person to person to help protect your nest egg and grow it. If you want that personalized attention, and it's second to none, we're proud of it. Give us a call, 303-771-HELP, 771-4357, martinocapital.com. SheridanAutotech.com for everything automotive when it comes to maintenance and repairs, even electrical issues. And they are a fraction of what dealers cost. That's where I'm taking my Beamer. I used to go to the dealer. When I went to Kevin, he was like so much, 75% less expensive for the same stuff. That's SheridanAutotech.com. You will love these people. They treat you like family. It's on It's on Colfax, west of Wadsworth. SheridanAutotech.com, 303-455-7242, 455-7242.
Thank you. The second one or what? We doesn't know the first one. I think I want Eddie as a customer.
Yeah, I know. So there's very few places that clock will ever work.
So I got it. It needs to sit in the window for 10 minutes.
Right.
Now, a green light came on over here, which indicates a connection to the satellite.
Yeah.
So it does seem to make a connection even over here. So I'm going to let it sit for a while, and I'm going to adjust. It's defaults to Beijing time.
Beijing time.
Which probably explains the 80s and the 90s.
The Beijing. I don't even think Beijing has 80s and 90s.
It does default to Beijing time. So once it sits in the window, I'm going to adjust it to the GMT -6, which is us.
So you got it working perfectly.
No, I've got it warming up in the window right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see what happens. And then do you think it'll reset itself?
Yeah, over there, the green light came on. We'll see if it comes on over there, too. It might.
Oh, sorry, they couldn't hear you. I took you out of queue. There you go.
Hey, just real quick, I had a guy call. He said it was a comment about the modeling thing. He said he's done modeling contracts and that you have to be 21 in order to sign them for them to be.
Oh, let's get him on the air.
I tried.
Really?
But he said
I have never heard of any law like that.
I asked him profusely, and he said no.
That would be the craziest thing in the world. Think about that. How about if you got kicked out of your house at 17 and wanted to be a model? You're fucked.
No, well, hold on. You got to be 18, though. That I can agree.
That's my point. That's my exact point.
I've dated younger models than that.
Huh?
The guy's comment makes zero sense.
I know. That's why I thought I'd just throw it out there.
Yeah.
I think they're probably...
You should have got him. You should have put him on.
Look it up.
I tried.
Just look it
He
up.
said he was going to work,
I am looking
so he
it
hung
up.
up pretty quick.
I think that what he's talking about is it might be some company policy.
Exactly.
21, but it's not under...
Can you imagine if you were going to be a porn actress that you would have to get your parents' permission at 18? Hey, parents, sign this so I can go do porn.
I'm going to think about that later.
Yeah, I'm going to think about a job opportunity this later.
Jesus.
Okay,
Dimitri, that stripper you dated.
Yeah.
Right. Summer Snow.
Summer Snow. Was she 18?
Summer Snow.
At the time she was.
Yeah, that
That was her
Dee's girl.
stage name. That wasn't her real name.
I dated a Summer too. It's crazy that that's a very popular name on stage. Because that's always what I go to with the joke, man. That all right, Summer, what's the problem today? Sick cat? Yeah, okay, well, we'll get somebody to fill in for you. Always.
Oh, and also I couldn't get the mechanics on. Oh, sorry.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Ingrid said that her daughter fell for a high pressure sales tactic at Urban Talent in Denver. She paid them $2,500. Now, was that to cancel the contract, or was that part of it? Like, what did she pay them before you got involved? I mean, how much money did she have to put down?
I don't remember exactly how much she put down.
And then she was supposed to pay monthly. Was that the deal before you bought her out of it? She put money down and was supposed to pay monthly?
Yes.
And then you paid money to get her out of it?
No, I didn't. We can't get out of it. So we just said, okay, we don't want you going to collections. We're just going to pay this because there was interest if we,
okay, so is she paid in full? Is the $2,500 paid in full? Yes. Okay, and now, so there's no more obligation. How did you pay? How much did you pay? Did you pay the whole $2,500, or did she pay too? Like total money? Yes. So is it more than $2,500, or is that the total?
That's the total. Plus, she had to pay $100 to get pictures that they would put on her website, but then she's going to have to pay more for her portfolio, and that way they can have things on their website for people to look at. Sure. And it's just insane, the stuff that they've had her do. And I'm going to give you some examples. One, they had her go to this 6-hour class, and she said it was not very educational. I mean, she's super smart in some ways, but she's young. This is the first time she's ever been hotboxed. So she goes to school at CSU, and so she came down for Denver during the week because everything's during the work week. So she missed a class.
Well, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I listen. I'm all for you being I think they probably suck too, but there's nothing wrong with them doing it during a work week. I mean, but I need to know.
No. I'm just saying that she made her plan. She went down there, 6-hour class. They gave her 1 10-minute break. No water bottles, no food or anything. And I'm like, after the 6-hour class where she didn't really learn much, she was kind of upset. She goes, this is not even worth it.
So for the money, she got one class for the money. What is involved? Here's what I'm trying to find out. Yes. Since you paid the contract off, and what does she now get for that money? I mean, how many classes does she get?
Well, she got the 1 6-hour class, and I think it was 3 or 4 classes on Zoom.
Okay.
She did everything, and then they put it on them. They said you need to check all of these opportunities, and they're based out of Salt Lake. So my daughter's checking all these things to see if she can get a job, and they're all in Salt Lake. They don't pay for airfare. They don't pay for accommodations or anything.
So they're not in Denver. They're not in Denver. They're in Salt Lake City.
They're a Utah company that has an office in Denver.
Okay. So do you think like what do you want? Because you could go to small claims court and say that they misrepresented that.
That's what I was. Yeah.
We could call them.
I looked it up.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, call them. I mean, put a little pressure on them, because here's the other thing.
Did you ask for a refund? Did you ask for a refund?
We did. And they said, you need to give it some chance. She needs to do these classes. She's going to make her money back. And then she asked if they have been submitting her pictures or her things to different, kind of promoting her. And they said they have. And she goes, well, how do I know that? She goes, well, I can't really tell you that. So it's just very shady how the responses she's getting from them. And to try to get the money back, if you read the contract, they're like, you can't do that. And then you can't sign with anyone else. And I think if she went to do, like you were saying, on her own to get, these calls for talent calls or whatever, they wouldn't let her do that because she signed with them.
Let's read the contract.
Can you get us a copy of that contract?
I could. I could try to
because
do that.
because here's what we'll do, Ingrid. We don't mind giving a call to them and saying, listen, this person wants out of the contract. What about it? But I want to see what she signed. She learned a pretty valuable lesson, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
How old was she when she signed?
She keeps kicking herself. And how old was she? She was 20.
Oh, okay. Well, that's too bad. So let's start with a contract. Let's see what they actually offered to do, and let's see if they lived up to it. That would be a good way to evaluate, their standing and how strong this contract is. And then I'll call them and ask for your money back. Let's see what they say. It would be interesting.
Yeah. So get us that contract. Axeman, get the information from her, or give her the information where she can email that contract. Meanwhile, while we have you, Axe, did the mechanics want to come on the air and explain themselves, or did you talk to any of them? Are you there, sir?
So I called. I didn't get the first number. He couldn't get it off of his phone, but I called the second one, the one that said he was going to come back.
Right.
That one didn't answer. I found their Google page, and every time I called, it would ring for a while and then say we're busy on another line.
Okay.
But then here's an interesting part. He gave me the mechanic's personal number. I called that too, and that also came back as a dead number, but it was active at some point.
What the heck is going on there? Okay.
I couldn't get either of them on, unfortunately.
Okay. Maybe we'll get somebody to work on that. Maybe we give that to Deputy Chopper to work on that. He's into cars a lot, just to see what they say. I don't see. He should contest both of those charges, but this guy just went ahead and paid blindly. He didn't even care. He got nothing in return and paid them anyway. I got Barry Miller with me, by the way, from Vestera Turnkey. He dropped by to say hi. Barry, real quick here. Somebody wants to know how many different markets are you looking at around the country? They wanted to know, basically, if you have anything out west. I don't know why, but they just asked if you have anything out west. You're doing everything mostly back east right now.
Yeah. We look at over 250 metro areas all the time, and we only have 5 top ones, and they're all back east. But our top 15, except for Oklahoma City, I don't mind saying that because they're about 14th, are all east of the Mississippi right now, because we have high level parameters so that it's positive cash flow with likelihood or very soon positive cash flow.
The thing is to make money every month.
It has to be making gain.
That's the real play, isn't it? An equity play?
Well, yes. And where is equity play in any neighborhood? The most expensive home or the least expensive home?
Yeah, the lower.
The lower. And we find the lower with no need for repair.
Do you do mostly newer homes?
No, but almost 97-8% are 18 years or younger.
Okay, that's
newer. But brand new homes, that's only about 8 or 9%. But that's a great market too.
Brand new homes,
and if you're in the right place, everything's about location, but strategically and tactically, the right.
This is Vestera Turnkey, by the way. We're going to take a break. We got more from him and more from you. Give us a call at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And remember this, Frank Duran, the real estate man, is the only person who will do a free market analysis of your home, a real market analysis to tell you what your house will sell for on the market, given all the factors, including comparables and interest rates and buyers and supply and demand. Frank Duran is wonderful. If you're thinking about selling, get this free market analysis first. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Yep.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Ryan Schuling, Tom Martino, Michael Brown Reloaded, and Dan Kaplis. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Now, impact traffic.
I-70 has partially opened now due to a overturned semi that closed the entire highway at Morrison. They've got, it looks like, at least one lane getting through. Traffic's been tied up pretty badly as they've been detouring for the last couple of hours, but you can get through. Eastbound, westbound does remain open. Highway 93 still closed between Highway 72 and 128. That's due to an overturned semi. Got a crew that's working on I-70 eastbound at Kipling, repairing the bridge. They got a right lane restriction. Traffic backed up to Highway 58. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in my garage over 15 years ago to make custom blinds easy and affordable for everyone. You measure, you install, and you save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
You want to get the best deal and the best prices anywhere on countertops? You got to go to theartofgranite.com. You know, Mitch Floria and his team guarantee you the best prices and the best deals. Here's how they operate. Give them a call or go out and see them. You get wholesale on all countertop materials. Tear out and haul away is always free. And they do all natural stone or any man-made material. Yeah, they do it all. You can either get a free backsplash, free sinks, or a free bathroom vanity, depending on the incentive you choose. Give them a call, 303-386-5919, 303-386-5919, theartofgranite.com.
Jewish friends in that town. Hello. That was nice.
Was
Although I'm a
very
little
nice.
worried about how Dimitri sounded in that. What? Did you hear
He's
how
a
he
chatty
came?
Cathy sometimes.
Well, he came across kind of creepy when he said.
Oh, he
She
did?
was 20.
Oh, okay. Well, that's too bad.
Oh, what a shame.
I was hoping for 16.
Oh, so Pastor Prime. Okay, yeah,
Well,
we can still help.
No, but from the perspective of the contract will be void if she's under 18.
Come on, D.
That was for the record. That was for the YouTube record.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see. That's like when you text that you're going to kill somebody, you have to include a smiley emoji so that on the witness stand later you go, but Your Honor, there's a wink. I winked. Well, speaking of winking, looks like an attack on a synagogue in West Bloomfield Township, Michigan right now.
Oh, jeez.
Really? Who did you know in Michigan? Well, I mean, what's your Michigan connection? Because I'm from Detroit.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, he was born in Detroit as well, and then his parents moved to Colorado, and then 4 or 5 years ago they moved back to Michigan. But now they're in South Lyon. Yeah, South Lyon.
Oh, okay. God dang it! I don't like. He's my actual best friend, but we only text like once a year, which makes the best friend ever. But he lives in Bloomfield Township.
Oh wow.
A Jewish guy. Dang it! Now I got to text him and ask if he was observing something today. Did you have the yarmulke on today, Steve? Actually, he goes by the nickname Slick. Yep, they can hear you.
Oh, okay. About that contract, I gave her Dee's email, and she's trying to get that right now. She doesn't have it on hand.
Okay.
So she's trying to get that from them.
I kind of like the idea of bilking kids out of money modeling contract. Teach them how to make love to the camera.
Oh, God.
What? Blue Steel. Have you seen Zoolander?
I have.
Shannon, be careful. Girl Friday will want her son back. You corrupt him.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh, it is too late.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's way too far gone.
No, he already spit out his water once this morning.
Almost.
It wasn't even that
I caught
bad.
it.
Okay.
I did indeed catch it. That was a close one. What did you even say?
I don't know. I don't remember ever.
Did she pay for
I like you working remotely, Suze.
What's that?
I like it when you're there. I mean, I like seeing you. I like working with you a ton.
Yeah,
I
no,
really
this
do.
is the first time Mark hooked me up on a mic and
Right?
stuff so I could support Adam better.
I love it. I really do. I know that came across bad.
And bug you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bring it on. Of course, everybody would like it if you guys put the camera up.
Oh, we both look like total hell right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm barely out of my PJs at this point.
I repeat, people would like the camera up.
Jesus.
Oh, crap. We're coming back.
Hey, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. What's happening? Let's see. We're going to get a hold of that modeling agency. But, these modeling complaints, they've been going on forever. They appeal to a young lady's ego and tell her how beautiful she is and she has a future. She just needs some classes and she needs a portfolio, and they overcharge on everything. I mean, they're ridiculous, and they're all over the country. It happens. They just prey on, young women who want to be a model, and most people are not cut out to be models, although the industry is changing. It really is. I mean, there was a time when you'd never see, for example, the plus sizes, the larger sizes, and now you do. Mm-hmm. And you do see some more regular looking models than ever before. But Ingrid, one thing I forgot to ask you, I don't think I asked you, how did she first hear about this company? How did she get snagged?
On Instagram.
Okay.
And then she sent them a picture, and then they said, yes, we really want you to come in so we can talk to you. So they sent her a picture. She sent in a picture because it was an advertisement on Instagram. People have told her since she was like 16, you should be a model, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, okay, well, maybe I'll just try it. So
right.
She tried it and got suckered into this. And, when you're young and she wants to believe them, and even when this person who no longer is working there, by the way, it's like the turnover there is insane too, because the people that he originally talked to aren't even working there. Anymore.
So, what kind of a place do they? What kind of a place do they have that she went to? She said she went somewhere for classes.
Well, she did the classes on Zoom, and then she did that 1 6-hour one where they did not provide any like snacks or drinks or anything. That was in Denver. I don't know exactly where.
Okay.
It's probably at their office.
And
their office in Denver, but
okay, it's funny though, because everyone that sends a picture is going to be told they have promise. Everyone.
Yeah.
And
I know.
Yeah.
She didn't. I wish she would have consulted with me first, but she didn't.
So you had no idea this was going on.
I didn't know that she was going to be hotboxed and asked to pay
okay.
for anything, because she wanted to talk it over with us, and somehow they told her she couldn't.
By the way, what people don't understand about the modeling industry, on a local level, this is something I found out. I went to a fashion show one time because somebody we knew, their daughter was going to be in it, and we thought we'll support them. So we went to this fashion show. Mm-hmm. And you know what we found out? We found out that every one of those models in that fashion show paid to be there.
What?
They paid to be there.
Yeah.
So in other words, here's what happens. The agency gets young women like Ingrid's daughter. They get them to come in and take classes and to do a portfolio and to spend lots of money. Mm-hmm. Then they say to them, good news. We're going to have a fashion show and you might be able to be picked up by this or that or the other thing.
Like them.
And they say, but you got to expose yourself. That's what they're saying. You got to go out in public. You got to do modeling gigs. So we have this show coming up and it's only $400 to be part of it. So these young girls, in addition to paying for the classes and the portfolio, they actually pay to be in. They actually pay to be in it. Okay. And so these girls that were all marching around, and there were some guys there too, there were $400 they had to pay. Some of them charge models up to $1,000 to be in a fashion show. So they're making money. You think these models are being paid. They're not. They're paying to be part of it. What were you going to say, Ingrid? I'm sorry. What else did you want to add?
Well, I wanted to add. So she did all the classes. She's been checking in, and then they said, "Oh, you need to do this reel or video, whatever." And she did it, and they said, "Well, you didn't do your turns or this or that right, so you need to come in and take this other class." And so they're telling her that she's not doing these things
And then
right.
is that extra money every time, or is that all included in her program? Is that extra money?
That's all included. They're going to tell you all the classes are included, all the training's included, and all the stuff. And that's what she paid for, with all the training and all the classes to get her ready, so that when she gets in the workplace, she's poised and knows what she's doing and doesn't look like an idiot. But then we looked up like Wilhelmina and other modeling agencies, and they don't do this, and it's just. And then they're saying that they're trying to promote
a legit agency, a legit agency. But just so you know, a legit agency, they're legit up front because they mostly turn people away. Okay, that's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, when you do get signed by a legit agency, there are some costs, some legit costs. Okay, and sometimes there is coaching, sometimes there is, even with legit, and then there are portfolio expenses and all that. But they say this to you: they say, "Look, we recommend these photographers," and then you go pick one to have it. They don't just farm. They don't just have somebody in house and they just crank them out like no, it's not like that. It's more discriminating.
The pictures that he took are not that great. I'm like, oh my God, really? Those are the ones he's taking for you?
Dee, did you do a deep dive? Does this agency have a lot of complaints? Do you know?
Yeah, their Yelp reviews are pretty miserable. And I haven't been able to find much more information. They have a lot of complaints on Reddit. Exactly what Ingrid has told us, trying to get out of a $2,500 contract. They won't let them out. Their Yelp reviews reflect the same kind of complaint. This is just appears to be a very common complaint about Urban Talent.
God, it's terrible. The problem is that these young girls are 18. They're still, like I've often said this, from 14 to 18, 4 short years, but then they become an adult and are supposed to make decisions. And they're really just kids being taken advantage of. Ingrid, get that. Dimitri will call you after he sees the contract, and we're going to reach out to them to see what they have to say. Dustin, what's going on with your warranty on your car? What's happening, Dustin?
Hey, Tom, good to talk to you. I'm a long-time listener.
Thank you,
over
man.
30 years.
Thank you.
It's amazing what you do for people.
Thanks.
And I love the service, so thanks a bunch. I bought a car up, drive-in motion up in Thornton as a used car dealership and bought an extended warranty.
Yeah, what kind of car? When did you buy it, the car?
In August.
What did you buy?
Ford Expedition 2019.
2019 Ford, okay.
100,000 miles on it, and it just had like 104,000 miles on it, and I wanted to buy the extended warranty, which I did. I just changed the oil last month, and I've got a rattle when it starts up on the initial startup. It'll start, and then brrr, it does about a 3-second little stun like that. So I took it to the Phil Long Ford dealership to have it diagnosed. And they diagnosed it as a cam phaser failure, which is in their notification notes. And the problem is that the car is not showing any kind of codes or anything, and so the warranty company will not do anything with it. And so I'm kind of at a quagmire here because I've got this issue going on, which is a known issue. When I talked to the guys in warranty, they said they cover this in warranty a lot. And the guys at the Phil Long Ford said they do about 20 of these repairs a week. So it's a known issue, but since it's not throwing any kind of code, I just looking for some
hold
advice
on. So what warranty do you have? Who's the warranty with?
The warranty is with, let me pull it up here. It was through Drive-In Motion's in-house service.
It's called Drive-In Motion? Drive-In Motion?
It's something a little different. Here, let me pull it up here. It's called...
So drive-in motion, like drive in motion.
No, letter N. It's a dealership that we got a call about a year and a half ago.
Okay, so drive in motion.
N.
Got it.
Motion.
Drive in motion. And drive in motion, they are the dealer, and then you bought the extended warranty from them. But do you know who the company is?
It's called American Assurance Corporation.
Yeah, it's just one of the many. There, how much did you pay for that warranty?
Let's see, $3,299.
What? You paid $3,300 for the warranty?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Years, 36 months, 36,000 miles.
Yeah, but they don't cover anything. Oh my God! That he said for 3,900. Did he say?
I thought he said 3,200.
I mean 32. How much? Okay, $3,200. Oh man, hold on a second. I got to take this break. I'm going to look up this American Assurance extended warranty. And they say if it threw a code, they would cover it, but they won't cover it because there's no code. Did they actually say they would cover it if it threw a code? Because I don't think they would, especially because they're going to say it's pre-existing. I'll guarantee you they will. Hold on. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Hang on.
Yep.
Now,
2019 Ford Expedition, 104,000 miles, drive in motion, and paid an extra $3,200. Or no, it's $3,299.
They've got it. Looks like at least
it was $3,300, I think.
Traffic's been tied up pretty badly.
And then,
as they've been detouring for the last couple of hours, but you can get through. Eastbound, westbound does remain open. Highway 93 still closed between Highway 72.
What did he say the engine trouble was?
Semi. Got a
cam
crew that's
phaser
working
problem.
on
A phaser.
Cam phaser.
Phaser.
Repairing the bridge. They got a right lane restriction. Traffic's backed up to Highway 58. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Facing production swings or a tough skills gap? Workforce Solutions from Express Employment Professionals makes hiring easier. Find your local office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster for contract and full-time jobs. Visit ExpressPros.com.
You just heard a prime example of someone who should have called Sheridan Autotech.com, Sheridan Autotech, to check out that used car. They go through the entire car, 2 hours, $120, and they check every system. And there's a good chance they will find problems before they surface and can warn you about it. That's SheridanAutotech.com for their pre-buy inspections. Also, regular maintenance and repairs. Great people. They treat customers like family. On Colfax west of Wadsworth, it's a great facility, plenty of parking, secure. 303-455-7242, 455-7242. Red Rock's Roof and Solar is now Alliance Roof and Solar. And Alliance does commercial solar systems. That's their emphasis now because that's where the government incentives are. So if you're a landlord, you want to put it on a duplex, you want to put it on an apartment house, or you have a warehouse, a factory, an agribusiness, maybe even a home-based business in some cases, you qualify for a commercial system. The government pays for about 70% of it, and they can even show you how to make money with the power that you sell back. 303-704-2449. 303-704-2449. That's Alliance Roof and Solar.
Thank you. What do we got here? 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Wow.
Okay, hey, real quick, do we still need Eddie since we can't get a mechanic on, or do we want to just hand him off to a deputy?
Yeah, what we need from Eddie is the actual warranty.
No, he's talking about a different call right now. He's talking about a different call right now. Eddie already came on. Dustin is the car warranty that hasn't come on yet.
Oh, so ask Dustin if he has a copy of the warranty, not just that picture.
Were we on phone with Eddie?
What did you call it?
Cam phaser.
I sent his.
Yeah, that's one page. That warranty is a minimum of 10 to 40 pages.
Okay,
So
but
the
Adam,
camshaft
can you
has a
hear me?
phaser on it?
Yeah.
It's a device that
I'll just text you.
controls variable valve timing.
Okay.
It's called a cam phaser. I don't know
But
what
actually,
it's attached to.
yeah. It sounds like it's attached to the camshaft and keeps it in phase.
It might be, but it's the integral part of variable valve timing on the Ford engine.
Okay. And they said how would they know it's going bad?
Well, it does. It is a known issue. I'm familiar with it from previous experiences. It does make a rattling sound on startup, and that's the first sign of a cam phaser going out. And there are certain Fords that have had a long history of this problem with cam phasers.
And it's not throwing a code, huh?
Not yet.
That's weird.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yes.
Line 2 or the Eddie guy that already came on with the mobile mechanic that we can't reach. Do you want to hand that off to a deputy or
Yeah,
hold him?
I want
What
to
do you
talk
wanna
to him
do?
though, coming back, and then I'll go to the other guy.
Oh, okay.
I'll kiss him off on the air. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
We'll get to you after.
That's
the
all
break.
right. After
we got.
And I'm good till 1.
No, we're good. We're gonna have some time. Man, so I wonder if that clock is.
Right after this call, I'll go check.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Boy, Tommy, that clock's really doing it to you, isn't it?
It's pissing me off royally.
I hear you.
I hate when things don't fucking work. I hate it.
And watch out, everybody. Uncle Sonny's on the chat.
Who's Uncle Sonny?
That's Adam's uncle. It's a long story, but woo-wee.
Yes, it is my uncle.
And what's his moniker? Oh, Sonny's. Okay, got it. What is that? 06.
Yeah.
06. Oh, that's his birthday, 1966.
So an old timer. Do they allow him to watch the internet there in the joint?
Shannon, you should know the answer to that.
You're my son, yeah.
That's okay.
Oh.
When you get a second, I just need to look at your cap line.
You're here. You're not nobody. You a fan of Kung Fu Panda?
I'm not a fan of Jack Black. I mean, I've seen some of them, but I haven't.
As a matter of fact, Ryan said something about, I don't know if you know about Jack Black's band, Tenacious D.
Oh, yeah.
And I sent him a picture of me standing between the guys.
When they were here?
Yeah.
That clock is not set. It's set by Tom.
The other guy's a dick. Jack was awesome. Awesome.
Because I know one of them got.
It's like a clutch on the camshaft. Okay. Thanks. I don't know what a cam phaser is.
Well, he was a little.
Hey, did you ever hear that expression, hotboxed?
Yeah, but I thought
I've
it was
never heard
farting
that
under
expression.
a blanket.
Yeah, that's
It's
Dutch
used
oven.
differently
Oh,
with
Dutch
younger
oven?
people.
Okay. Or is it smoking too much weed in a closed room?
Hotboxed.
Hot box.
Sounds fun.
Speaking of a hot box, pipe down, Suze.
Hi, Tom Martino. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, Eddie. We want to take a look at your warranty, if you can, or is that? Oh, I'm sorry, Dustin. We had Dustin come on, yeah. So Dustin, we want to take a look at your warranty. We need to get a copy of it, and we're looking into this. I mean, first of all, is it drivable right now, Dustin?
What I was told is that the cam phase lifter starts when it's cold, and there's not enough engine get to the top part of the motor, and so it rattles for just a second.
Right.
So it's a thing that will fail here if it's not taken care of.
Did they say they would take care of it if it failed? Yes or no? Is it normally covered, is what I'm asking.
Yes, they said they do several of them. They've done several of them, per month, and so does the dealership. They just wanted, I asked, well, how do I get the proof? They said, well, you can take the car apart and find a bad timing chain or something like that, and that will give us proof.
That's what the warranty company said. If you give them proof, they'll fix it.
Correct.
Well, so they're not turning it down. So what do you have to do to give them proof?
That's what I'm asking them. Is they want to see a stretched timing chain or some sort of the component of the engine that's bad, and Ford's telling me even if they take out the phasers, there's no way that the phaser that's damaged is going to show any kind of wear. Or
All right, hold on and get us that warranty. They say they're going to fix it, but they want to see proof. I kind of don't blame them. Hang on, we got more coming up.
Imagine finding your dream.
Okay, so what's going on with it? Did you get a green? Did you get a green light?
Yeah, we only have one picture. Is there more?
But it's not. It's 11:58.
That's all. That is all they gave you. Just that. Oh, okay. Okay, please hold.
So now, tell me, do you think it'll stay? Okay. Okay.
It just updated the time to the correct time.
Right. Well, here it's actually here. It is right. I'm going to see if it changes exactly like it should.
GPS or the satellite signal down here.
So tell me this: that do you like the green or the red? I like.
I like the white.
Yeah, I'm going to see if that changes right to.
That is true.
We'll change to 11.
See if it keeps time.
Yeah, right now we're at 38, 39, 40, 41.
The reason we were getting like 80, it's
Yeah.
because we had the clock upside down.
Oh God! Don't tell anybody that. That's why it says that. So 59 to 65.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't tell anybody. Jesus Christ! Are the mics on? Don't tell them.
Don't worry, nobody's listening.
The clock was upside down.
Tom set the clock upside down.
Or off.
It's an hour off.
All right, well, let's see what it does.
No, an hour off.
Yeah, I know. I just saw it change from 59 to zeros. But
no, it changed perfectly.
Yeah, I know.
That part's working. The only part not working. So you displaced it by how many hours for mountain? Because it changes for daylight savings time. The clock was upside down.
That's funny as heck.
Yes.
So, oh God, I don't even want to get into it.
You're lucky a doctor didn't hold your chart upside down.
You know what? I'm wondering is the universe telling me something?
Oh, the universe! We've all taken turns telling you.
Turns off his mic. Now he's pissed.
There.
Is the universe saying, now what did you have to do? Offset it by a different amount of time?
It goes with that UTC minus something or other.
Yeah, minus 6 or 7, depending on the daylight. Yeah.
Minus 6, it gives you the option of minus 6, and then ES, and then minus 6 SS or something. So I played with those until it gave me the correct time.
Now we're going to see. So I wonder how often it checks the sky.
Well, you got to find out. If you keep it down here,
I'm going to keep it down here for a while.
Lose time.
I'm going to keep it there for a while, actually, rather than take this apart.
That's a good place.
Do you want anything? Do you want coffee?
No, I'm good.
You're sure?
Oh, Tom, do you want some coffee?
I wouldn't mind. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. So the meds are really working though. That's good.
Congratulations.
Now I got to get meds for my brain. I'm having a phase problem. I love sucking off people. I love it.
Holy whoa.
I was talking about sucking off knowledge, and he made it sound.
Well, whatever.
I was in the shower and I started thinking about that big old dick.
I don't even know how you did that one.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And Axe, you're not allowed to laugh, by the way. You're too fucking new to laugh. You got to have some respect. Just fake it at least. Okay. So look at that.
In and nose.
That's changing. I mean, it's perfect time right now.
Yeah.
So we only have one photo of this guy's warranty.
Yep. Perfect. So are we going to have a seminar or something? Oh, we're going to have the
webinar.
Okay, hold on. Let me put it on my calendar.
Saturday, March 28th.
Saturday, March 28th. I got to do a Saturday, March 28th. Okay, so we have time. Webinar. Webinar is
Yeah, we have 2 weeks.
Vistera. And let me add a time. What time is it?
10 a.m. till 11:15.
Do you usually get pretty good turnout for that?
15 to 35. I like the 25 to 35. I actually have not been promoting them too hard because I don't want to have too much business that I can't get to somebody eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not. I mean, my optimum number would be 30, where in the past it would be 50. A headhunter was supposed to call me yesterday. He didn't do it. I called him, didn't call me back yet. Not good.
So the markets. I can turn the mic off so it's not on YouTube, but the market.
On What Should Trump Do? Join me for.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. That's the local number in Denver. We also have the number you can call 24/7, 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Major Marc Mager in his casa. I'm in my casa. We have the studios going. Mark, what's on your mind today? Oh, I thought he was there. Okay, we'll catch up with him. Meanwhile, people, welcome to the show. If you'd like to stream the show from time to time, you can go to YouTube, Troubleshooter Network. That's where we are. And we have a group of fun people there that participate in the chat and give us instant feedback. Let me get to the phones right now. Eddie has an issue he wants to talk about with a mechanic. And Eddie, what is going on with you? How is your life, man? What's going on? Are you there, Eddie?
As normal as anybody else.
Okay, so what's going on, sir? How can we help you?
I don't know, man. I might have just learned the lesson.
Oh, wait.
I don't know,
Wait.
man.
You called earlier. Wait. I got a note here that you called already. So the mobile mechanic. I meant to tell you, I don't think there's anything we can do for you unless you should contest it on your credit card. Just on your debit card. Just say, look, you didn't get anything for the money.
What about small claims court?
Well, you could do that, but God, it's just so weird, Eddie. This mobile mechanic.
Yeah, it is, man.
It's
strange. I was telling the other guy that I was talking to, it might be some kind of scam because I asked the second guy, I said, the first guy messed me around, man. His name was Jesse. And then he started thinking, he said, oh, I know him, but I really don't like him. So I don't know if it's a scam or not.
All right, I should get the names. What's the first mobile mechanic? What was the name of the business?
I can't remember right offhand. I really can't.
All right, that's okay. So listen, Eddie, you could do small claims court, but God, you got to find the guy and you got to serve him. And all of that crap. I mean, so what would you do, Dimitri?
You got to collect.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like our producer hasn't even been able to get a hold of the mobile mechanic. The phone number is out of order. I think Eddie's money is gone.
I do too. Eddie, really, man, I just can't believe you kept paying.
I think maybe it's some kind of scam or something, because when those mobile mechanics come to you, they usually come in a junk van or something with tools on it. This guy, the first guy, rode up in a nice black Audi, and then the next time I seen the other guy.
Wait a minute. The first mobile mechanic drove up in a black Audi. He takes $150 from you and does nothing.
No, the second guy, yeah.
Oh, what did the first guy have? A van?
A moped?
No, he had a Audi. They both had nice cars.
They both had nice Audis.
Are you kidding me? How can they be a mobile mechanic out of an Audi?
Well, it takes a mechanic to keep an Audi running.
No, seriously, Eddie, are you kidding with me, or did this really happen?
No, this really happened, bro.
You're telling me both mobile mechanics had Audis?
Well, I don't know what the other one was, but the other one was a black, nice Audi, up to date, and the other one was something, but it was nice and up to date.
But it was a car. It wasn't a van or a truck.
It was a car.
How can you be? You can't be a mobile mechanic out of a car, for God's sakes. The tools alone would. I mean, anyway, Eddie, honest to goodness, get me the names of these companies. We'll call them for you. Get us the names. If you can get us names and numbers, we're not going to do that for you. Then we will call them. Okay. So hang on, put them on hold. See if he can get us the names and numbers. I'll have Deputy D have some fun with him. But now it's Dustin's issue with this warranty. So Dustin has a warranty. He bought a Ford pickup. And from a Ford Expedition. From Drive in Motion, he paid an extra $3,300 for a warranty. And they say they would fix it if they have proof, because it's normally fixed, but they said because you don't have a code, they won't pay for it. Is that the bottom line, Eddie? I mean, Dustin, I'm sorry. I get you two nuts and mixed up. So Dustin, tell me this. They will pay for it if it throws a code. That's right.
They said they wanted to see some form of something broken or some code or something that could, do it.
That's encouraging, though. That's encouraging because they're saying if they have the proof, they will pay for it.
Well, but our caller said they just need something. Yeah. And don't you think a Ford mechanic's written diagnosis is more than something?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they accept that? That's a good good point. Why not just accept the mechanic's diagnostic sheet?
I was hoping they would do it because it's $250 charge for them to listen to the vehicle and say, oh, it's got a rattle and that's the phasers that's wrong. So they didn't do any work to it. They just
So, Dustin, did you contact the warranty company, and did they deny the claim?
I did.
What did they say?
I did. The manager that I spoke with was quite rude and just said,
Dave, are you dealing with Dave over there?
Money to tear the
Who are we
engine down.
talking about?
The American, the warranty company's in Lakewood. And one of the managers over there who has a reputation on the internet for being rude is Dave. Is that the guy you're dealing with?
Yeah.
American Assurance is over there in Lakewood?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a P.O. box, of course, but I can look him up at the Secretary of State offices in a minute. So what did they say? What did the rude guy at American Assurance say?
He said, if you want to tear down the engine and find us a bad timing chain or something, that would be enough proof.
Oh, okay. And that's
I
pretty...
said, why would you offer me to tear down the engine? I'm the one who bought the warranty.
No,
so it
we've
would be
had that
covered.
before. We've had that happen. That's pretty common.
That's really common.
In other words, when there's no proof, for example, let me give you an example, Dustin. We've had people that have had extended warranties and their engine seized.
Mm-hmm.
The mechanic says, the warranty company says, we're not going to pay for a seized engine until we find out what happened to it. So you're going to have to pay for the diagnostic. If it turns out to be a warrantable item, we will pay for the diagnostic too.
Yeah,
but if it turns out not to be, then you foot the bill for tearing it down.
Yeah, the term is tear down to the point of failure. And the customer is usually responsible for the cost of the tear down to the point of failure. And Tom, as you just said, if the warranty company decides to cover that failure, they'll pay for the tear down as well.
Right.
But if they deny the coverage,
Then you're on the hook.
Then you're on the hook even for the tear down.
But here's the bottom line. If you have to fix it anyway, you're going to have to tear it down anyway. So then if the mechanic then finds it's a warrantable part, and then you get it paid for. So, Dustin, how much, first of all, is it at a dealer, did you say? Because that's the last place you want it.
So long.
Can you get it to can you get it towed somewhere? Or is it drivable?
I can drive it right now.
I would take it to Sheridan Auto Tech. I would take it to Sheridan Auto Tech and have them analyze it. I really would.
Tom, what do you think of getting Sheridan Auto Tech on the phone to talk to us about cam phaser failure and how serious this is or isn't?
And when does it throw a code? That's a great idea. Let's get Kevin Calkin on. Hang on, Dustin. Let's get Kevin on from Sheridan Auto Tech Axe. Get him on and let's try to figure out what we can do to expedite this for Dustin. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So, Barry, I have a question here from a listener. They want to know, have you ever had two people go in on buying a home together? Have you ever had two people go in on it? And it's like a partnership doing it, right? So that's kind of what I did. I did that with people.
Yes, yeah. Now, we have not done that because we cannot pool people, but we've had...
He wants to know if he comes in with his
absolutely.
brother.
Yeah. I was just going to say, when they have family members...
Yeah. So his brother want to do a couple of houses.
Absolutely. We had three people. They met in the Peace Corps. That's all I know. They were three.
They're just friends that want to do it.
And they did it together.
What he is saying is he can't pool the money. It becomes a security. He's not putting together, for example, groups of people. But if you and a friend want to do it, or you and your brother want to do it, certainly you go to Barry, and then they'll just do everything in both of your names.
Absolutely, you bet.
Now, okay, so that's VesteraTurnkey.com. More from him coming up. And your calls at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. You want the best service and the best all-around service and pricing when it comes to garage doors, you'll get it with OneClearChoiceDoors.com. They're great people. What I love about them, 24/7 service. If you have an emergency, you can't get your door closed and it's getting to be midnight, hey, whatever it is, they'll fix it. If it has to do with the opener or the door itself, and they're factory authorized for most doors, and most garage door companies aren't, by the way. So that's OneClearChoiceDoors.com, 720-370-3987.
Are you tired of biased news and woke entertainment? There's finally a streaming service built for you. Truth Plus from Trump Media gives you free access to non-woke news channels, thousands of patriotic movies and TV shows. And with a Patriot package, you get premium channels like Newsmax, Great American Family, and INSP. Support media that shares your values. Go to truthplus.tv or download the Truth Plus app on your smart TV or app store today. Make TV great again.
K&H Home Solutions can fix up your beautiful home with beautiful new windows or siding or doors or more, including painting pros. K&H has what you're looking for. I've known these guys for the entire time I've been in Colorado. That's the heritage that they have. They have been around for 65 years. I've been here for 45 years. So you do the math. I knew the original owner, then I knew Ted, who took over after him, and Lee Diamond and his son running it now. So this is the perfect time to call them, and you'll get great energy efficient beauty added to the value of your home. They have 125,000 projects and a 4.8 Google rating. Right now, 40% off installation, 0% financing, and no payments for 12 months. Call them for your next project, including beautiful indoor patios you can use year-round. 303-421-7100. 303-421-7100. khwindows.com. All right. Alliance Roof and Solar. They are your solar system people for commercial solar systems. Now listen, incentives went away for homes, but not for commercial systems. And Alliance is doing a bunch of them. If you own a business, run a business, have a warehouse, have a factory, even an agribusiness, some home-based businesses may qualify. You can do a commercial system. Maybe you're a landlord. You want to put it on the apartment house. They can show you how to get the government to pay for about 70% of the entire system and how you can make positive cash flow selling to the end user the power. 303-704-2449. Find out about commercial systems. 303-704-2449. And the website is from their old name. It's redrocksrs.com.
Hey, I tried to call Kevin. He's out of town right now. Do you want me to try and get someone else on?
Oh, really? Let's see. I wonder if Jeff Vick would weigh in, maybe. You'll ask Jeff Vick at Kimmer Transmission.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, thank you. See if he'll come on. I like Jeff Vick, too. It's just that he doesn't do a lot of general stuff.
Yeah, but he knows it all.
Yeah,
he
he's
does.
smart, though. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, Dragon, do you ever play around with that Rode Duo?
No.
Okay.
Do you have it, Mark?
No, I'm looking at it compared
What
to
is
the
it?
other one. Though.
What is it and why?
Well, it's a mini version, but it's more upgraded than what you have right there.
Really?
It's quite a bit smaller.
Now
for you, I don't think.
No, this one is fine right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, and you have our spare one, right? The other one that we bought that was in your mobile home?
Yeah, it still is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's identical to the one I have now and the one you have. I need one that has something else, and if it works.
What are you looking for?
I'll
Oh,
tell you
something
what.
for phones?
For the phones, yep.
Cool.
I'm almost there too, man. It's going to be fucking slick, buddy.
Really? So, okay, and we're going to use Google Voice?
Oh, no. We use our phone system.
Oh, okay.
We'll only do it when we have to, but
Right.
we'll be able to answer the phone. We can have a call screener virtually anywhere, and then everything else is the same. I mean, there's a few little differences, but everything else is the same.
Cool.
But until it works, it doesn't work, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dragon, I got another question.
Yeah.
So the Duo and some of the other ones actually use a 2.4 basically
Wi-Fi?
wireless connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Wi-Fi for a microphone. Does that shit actually work?
I personally wouldn't trust it.
No, it'd be plus you're going to get a delay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't just, I mean, it's got regular plugins like we use now, but it's interesting. It has a built-in Wi-Fi for a mic, which I just never heard of it.
I'm super old school. I don't even like wireless mice and keyboards.
You know, I tried one time. Oh my God, was it terrible? I tried one time Bluetooth microphone, and because I didn't want to run cords, and the delay was terrible. You could never do live radio with it. You could do podcasts and shit like that, but man, the tiny bit of delay, every little piece of latency sucks. It makes it worse. I have latency right now.
Well, if you're talking to somebody, but if you're just talking to yourself, I don't think it would matter.
No, it doesn't. Except
it's like musicians; they use that wireless shit everywhere.
Yeah. You know that stuff doesn't matter because you're right there.
Yeah, there's no back and forth. It's just them.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hello. Tom Martino here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So we got a couple things going on. We're trying to get an expert on for Dustin to see what you can do to get proof that the extended warranty people will basically, take as proof of something going wrong with the phaser. And then he can get that covered under an extended warranty. In general, though, extended warranties are a pain in the ass. But man, if you listen to them on the radio, I heard one of the ads for them, and they make it sound like you'll never have to pay for a repair again. I have Barry Miller with me.
Nope. Wait.
What?
I must jump in there.
Yeah.
Here's what they say, and I have called it out every time I hear it on the radio. You will never pay for a covered repair again.
Oh, that's right. For a covered,
every single one of them.
A covered repair again. So the question is, how does it become covered, or what is covered? You go to the exclusions, first of all. That's the most important part of any contract, I think, are the exclusions. And it'll tell you what won't be covered. But basically, on an old used car, they can get out of it in so many ways. So Barry Miller is with us from Vestera Turnkey, and we always have so many questions because people don't understand it completely. They think you're pooling money, or that you're going with a bunch of people, or that you own the house with them. What Vestera really doesn't get involved in the ownership at all. What you do basically is provide what? The research first, right?
Research first.
And okay, how important is research, first of all? In other words, my brother came into some money, and he took his motorcycle literally and was going cross country looking for rental markets. And I told him, why are you doing that? And he would talk to real estate people there. They don't know about rent.
First of all, they'd be among the last I'd talk to. Sorry.
So much time traveling to these cities. He's in Des Moines, Iowa, asking people, are the rentals good here? I mean, I think it was an excuse to go cross country.
Hopefully he had a good trip.
But bottom line is that the research to find out if it's a good landlord market is way more than just asking a real estate person, how are the houses here?
Yeah, they don't know how to say no, the real estate.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's right.
So how do you pick a market?
Okay. Extensive research has to be the
when you
key.
say that, though, what do you actually mean, extensive research? I want people to understand what you do.
Okay.
What do you really mean by that?
We are looking for top economies, the overall working economy growing.
But isn't Denver a good economy?
Not as good as 40 others I could name.
And it's not good for rentals. See, there's a difference between a good economy and a good economy for rentals, right? Or not?
Not a lot of difference.
Well, what I mean is there are some great economies, and the real estate's so expensive, it's not a good rental market.
That's not a good rental market for price. And
Right.
Colorado fits into
So you
that
look at
category.
economy, but you also look at prices.
We look at price for rentals because we
You're
look
right.
for positive cash flow.
Right.
But we really know it's the median lower prices. The median home price in the United States, $425,000
Are you
for a
kidding me?
single family home.
Are you
And we will not go in markets that are higher than that.
So the median means for people, it's not an average. It means there's an equal number of houses above and below that amount.
That are selling.
Right, that are
Okay.
selling.
Yes.
So that's the median. So you always go into a market that has lower than median.
And
What else?
Yeah, and you pick Denver. Denver's roughly 600 plus thousand, so that doesn't work.
Right. So
Okay.
you look for the median of below the national median.
Yeah, but we don't even look at real estate, Tom, till we find out that there's
Right.
jobs, more jobs, and jobs
Okay.
coming. That's
First and foremost,
Job.
you're looking at the median prices. What else are you looking at when it comes to jobs? Do you actually do a job count in that market?
Oh, we do more than counts. There's all kinds of data that we can get from 5 or 6 different sources. But the key is what new companies have committed $50 million or more and spent that much money building new buildings for new jobs.
You actually look for that.
We find it. We know where to find it.
Really?
Absolutely.
What else? Do you look for schools?
Schools are very key. There's some proprietary stuff on schools we don't go into, but yes, we look at schools. We look at where all the construction.
Is it really your strength finding the market?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Oh,
That's one of the-
absolutely.
Now,
There's only one other company in the country that does it, and they do it for a very different purpose, and that's Moody's. And they don't do it as thoroughly as we do, and we're some little company out of Denver, Colorado.
so the number one thing key is research, because then that tells people you're going to most likely buy a home, keep it rented, and sell it for profit.
Yes, but
Those are the three things.
But yeah, but the
Good price to buy, good rental, and then good sale price.
Yeah, but that means when you go to sell, and you said the key number, you did not know it, but 3 is the key number. We research jobs 3 years or more forward. We have to know that economy that's strong today, that could be a blip, okay? Not a blip. It has to be strong 3 years forward. And if it isn't, it no longer remains a home run market, as we call our top market.
So when you find a home run market, then you set out to find the actual properties.
And then we look at real estate. We don't look at median price first. That comes after we find the market.
Okay,
Then
so you find the market, then what do you do?
Then we look at the neighborhoods, and then we find people, buyer brokers, but that's the toughest part of all, who know the market. We call them our walking microscopes, and we go there all.
So you make allies with a good buying broker.
We have to. That's our toughest job of all.
And you know buying broker because you invented it.
I invented it.
Yeah.
So, and I have
So
network.
you then can get a relationship with a buyer broker, and then okay. So now
Neighborhoods.
you got the market, you find the buyer broker, and then do you leave it up to the buyer broker to find the neighborhood?
Not entirely, but heavily. Like Denver, for instance, how many neighborhoods are there in Denver?
600.
Yeah, 600. How many of them are top neighborhoods for future value of the home?
I have no idea.
No, well, roughly 50 to 60, maybe 100, but no more than 100. We have to find those special neighborhoods, okay, that will have top popularity and top valuation 3 years forward.
Okay, because
And
3 years is about the
find
whole,
the data.
3
That's
years is the
holding
whole time.
to basically nowadays double the investment. You could sell one property in 3 years and buy 2 at no out-of-pocket money.
Doing a 1031.
Doing a 1031 tax exchange.
And then you can do it again in 3 years.
And then again. And then you have $1 million in 6 years.
Of houses, of
If
equity.
you start with 2 homes.
Of equity, I get it.
You have $1 million new dollars after you pay yourself back the initial dollars. Yep.
Okay, Jeff Fick is on the line. Jeff, thank you for being here. Jeff, we have Dustin, who basically has a Ford Expedition 2019 with 104,000 miles. And the extended warranty people say they won't pay for his camshaft phaser problem because it's not throwing a code. They said, you got to give us proof that you have a camshaft phaser issue. Now, Dustin for Jeff on the phone here, he's going to give his opinion. But how do you even know you have a camshaft phaser problem? Did someone tell you that?
When you start the vehicle, it makes a
rattle,
about a 5-second rattle. Brrr.
Yeah. And did the dealer tell you it was most likely a camshaft phaser?
They pulled it up from their bulletin, from the Ford bulletin, that it's a known issue, and this is the repair they do, so it doesn't cause a catastrophic injury.
So Jeff Fick at Kimmer Transmission, how would you go about documenting that for a warranty company without tearing the engine apart?
Well, I mean, you could obviously, take some video and audio of it, compress that into a file, and then attached to that also, if you've got any sort of abnormalities as the engine's running, you'll commonly see spikes or flats inside certain parts of the data. You can record that also, file it, compress it, and then send that to the warranty company.
So what about throwing a code? Why isn't it throwing a code, Jeff?
Those typically don't throw codes.
Oh, so he may never get a code on that.
No, he may never get a code. I mean, it just depending on how bad they are depends on the severity of the issue.
Now, they did mention this. They said, well, you can tear down the engine, but, and then we'll pay for it if it's a covered part. So we've had that happen before, right, where the owner had to pay for the diagnosis. So what would you look for if you tore down the engine?
Well, you're looking at the cam phasers themselves. They get clogged, so that causes them to fail. But, I mean, having a teardown initially authorized by the customer is very, very commonplace, especially with what I do. And then once they get down to the point of failure, they'll usually send out an inspector, or some of them are now doing video inspections. And once they verify the failure, they turn around and they assume the responsibility for the initial authorization.
Right.
And continue on with the authorized parts.
So Dustin, what Jeff is saying is exactly what Dee said. You authorize a teardown to failure to where they find the failure. And then then the warranty company pays for the teardown as well, if it turns out to be a covered part. So it's a gamble for you, Dustin, but you're going to have to do it. Or what would happen if he ignores it? What happens then, Jeff, if he ignores it?
You kind of broke up a little bit there. I'm sorry.
What happens if he ignores it? What will it get worse?
If they get worse, they'll cause some major engine malfunctions and can actually cause engine failures if they let them go too far.
And then they could claim that it was not maintained properly.
100%.
They're going to say you should have caught this when you heard the rattle. And
but you've got proof now that he did catch it. But if they deny it and he doesn't fix it, well, everything going forward is not going to be covered because you were negligent in not fixing it then.
Yeah. So Dustin, you're going to have to pay for a teardown, and I wouldn't do it at the dealer. You're going to have to pay for a teardown and inspection, and then the proof will be sent to them. And then if you're sure they're going to pay for it, then they'll pay for the teardown as well. But you really that's really the only path. Go ahead.
They told me it was going to be about a 16-hour job. Does that sound right?
Yeah, sounds pretty close.
Wow! Holy crap! How much is that in human terms?
5,000 something.
No.
In repair.
Wait.
You multiply it by the hourly rate, you can get up there.
So Jeff, if someone came into you to have the phasers repaired, or I don't even know if I'm speaking right, phasers, whatever. If they came in for a camshaft phaser, how much is that repair going to be about total?
I mean, definitely less than whatever they're quoting him. I mean, just running my labor rate, you're talking $2,800 in labor, and then whatever you've got in parts there. Honestly, I don't do it in and out, day in and day out, rather. So I'm not very familiar with the cost of those parts, so I don't want to step on that one.
All right. So anyway, that I got to take a break. Dustin, Jeff Fick is at Kimmer Transmission. If you want to talk to him off the air, it's 303-693-1400. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
Hey, Dustin, is there anything else we could help you out with today, or did you want to contact Jeff? Yeah, totally.
No break.
You ready for it?
So.
It's 303
Wow.
693 1400. Of course. I hope it gets fixed. Hope you have a good one. Bye. Oh, okay. I was gonna get Jeff, but he dipped.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast. This is Marc Mager, senior producer of Our American Stories. In our next episode, we'll tell the tragic and triumphant tale of America's cowboy and country legend, Bill Rogers.
So Barry, how's everything going as far as you're just having trouble getting employees, right?
Yeah.
Everyone does. That's everyone's kind of I don't know, everyone's kind of
It's a little tougher than it's been. People are staying put. Good people are staying put because they're smart. Not too many of them. Like, you see the strength of the people from Raleigh moving down. Their median price is almost double what Fayetteville. So the rents are going through.
Station.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. What's going on? How can we help you? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. I got Barry Miller with me from Vestera Turnkey, and he's answering some very basic questions because we talk about it from time to time, and we don't often have time to dissect it. But Vestera Turnkey really is a concept that Barry had to help people become landlords and to buy and sell properties in a relatively short amount of time, and then reinvest those profits into other houses so you can build a lot of equity quickly. So I participated in about 4 houses, and I'm going to do more eventually here. As you guys know, I got sick and stuff, and it slowed me down. But bottom line is, they help you acquire. I went through the process. So they go into this promising market that they have researched, and they find a home that's eligible. Now, we've talked about what they look for in a market, but what do they look for in a home? And why do they suggest certain homes? They call these homes their home run homes. They say this is one. And in fact, the buyer broker in that market that they deal with will present them with deals, and they don't always take them. They say, no, this is not a good one. Like, I think what they do is they go through them and say, this is one, and they say, Tom, this is one to take. So they actually tell me which one to take. So my question to you, Barry, is we know how you choose the market. You've talked about your extensive research into the economy, into the rentals, into the equity, all that. Now, how do you choose a particular home itself?
There's several keys, but the main key, and I'm going to share it all, I'm going to give it out.
Yeah.
That home with a home inspector, which is like a contractor, okay, they have to be knowledgeable as a contractor, says in their best knowledge that that home will not have repair or maintenance over $8,000 in the next 2 or 2.5 years. And that means of any kind. If 3 windows screens go out, okay, that's $80. But we're not going to have air conditioner going out or roof problems.
So you project ahead. Do you do that with a home inspector?
Well, we do that actually.
Before
I'll
that.
just say we have 3 different ways of doing it. The ultimate one, though, the ultimate massive detail is the home inspector. But we have done 2 before it's even an approved property.
Okay. Once you get an approved property, then the buyer broker that you have a relationship with, they buy the house.
No, they negotiate that.
No, that's what I mean,
they
for
negotiate
the buyer.
For the buyer.
So they help the buyer buy the house.
You bet.
Once the house is owned, then you have management of these homes.
We have the property manager that
you don't recommend people manage it themselves.
Oh,
right?
I just had a best friend yesterday, a short story, thinking he was going to do it on his own. And I talked to him 10 minutes. He said, I'm not doing it on my own. I'm calling the guy you referred me to. No. Consumers, we don't have the access to vet a tenant.
Or to vet the repairmen or maintenance people.
Or anything else.
I've had a few things come up, just very minor. I didn't even know about. Well, I know about it because the manager will say, I'm authorizing this. Is this okay? For sure. In fact, I gave him, you probably know this because you're copied on the emails.
Right.
I basically told him if it's under $500, don't even approve it. Just do it.
And we, as an overseer for all of our customers, tell the manager, and you didn't have to because we had the agreement, but we have a written agreement, and our owners say, yep, up to $500, Barry, they'll call you, not me.
Right.
So that
That's
we
right.
take the calls as an overseer helper.
Yeah, and basically we haven't had any big problems. But the only problem I have is one of my tenants wants like almost 5 years.
Yeah.
But you can't. So, and Barry recommended against that because he says, look, Tom, if you want to sell this in a few years, a couple years, we can't do that.
Supply and demand, when you go to sell, you want the most demand you have, and you don't want a home that has 2 or 3 more years left on the lease.
Right.
You won't get regular, quote, home buyers buying.
So this, somebody asks, he keeps talking about cash flow, but it's really not a cash. You don't do this for income.
Not really.
You
Not
do it
really.
for the equity play.
Unless somebody has an 8, 12, 15-year plan when they're going to retire and they want 12. I have a handful of customers who want between 8 and 15,000 a month from the rentals, but they're not going to be retiring for 12 or 15 years. We put it together then so that they will.
So you're not going to sell those short term then. You would keep those.
We're going to keep some of them, but let's say they are up to 4. They could sell 4 and buy 3, and then they're almost ready. And then do that a couple of times, and they'll have their 10,000 a month in positive cash flow. But that's rare. That's the exception. That's one in 20 of our buyers.
I got to take that break. Anyway, give us a call, 303-713-8255 if you have any questions. We also have an update on Eddie and the mobile mechanic issue. That'll be very interesting. Eddie is the one who paid 2 mobile mechanics up front and got nothing. 0, zilch. We'll talk about that and more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
Now, impact traffic.
Here's a look at the roads out there right now. There is road construction blocking the 2 right lanes on eastbound I-70 at Kipling. A safety closure of Highway 93 in both directions between Highway 72 and Highway 128 due to strong gusty winds. There's an accident on northbound Colorado Boulevard at 17th, another at Crowfoot Valley Road and Bayou Gulch, and one at 144th and Washington. I'm Vita Urbonis with traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Is AI coming for your job? This week on Red Pilled America, we take a deep dive into artificial intelligence and what it could mean for the future of human work. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America, a storytelling show.
Okay, we're in between these seasons. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. So you can take your choice. You can have your furnace refurbished for $39 or your air conditioning system done, or do both. And here's the bottom line. We're going to be using our air conditioners soon, sooner than you think, and fix it 24/7 for $39. We'll do an extreme clean, tune, and check of the entire system and give you a no breakdown guarantee for the entire season. Just $39. Now listen, this is not a moneymaker. This is a $39 price because they want you to see what they can do. And they do it in 2 hours. They make your air conditioner like new. They add life and efficiency before costly breakdowns. FixMyHome.com, book now. Or 720-526-3939. Do it but just beat the system and do it sooner. FixMyHome.com, book now. Gravina's, what a company. I love Heritage. They've been around 65 years or longer, I guess. I didn't do the math, but the dad started back in the day, and then his son Larry took over, and then from Larry, his son Nick took over. Yeah, they've been there a long time. 950 West Evans, Gravina's. They've been on my referral list 25 years. 303 Gravina, 50 lines of windows, multiple lines of siding and doors with the pricing for you, whether it's your dream home, your fix and flip, or your rental. 303 Gravina. Hey, if you're in trouble, a criminal defense attorney is what you need, and you'll love the way Joe Lazara does business. Free legal advice up front. Call for your initial consultation. Then a flat rate price on the entire case if you hire him. And there's no surprises with a front fee upfront quoted for the entire case. 303-429-6200, 429-6200. All right. Yeah, so the mics are on unless you tell me to turn them off. So I don't want to give out any proprietary information, but it's really incredible that all in all, I haven't had a lot of issues at all. I mean, it's good. It's on autopilot.
We've had 5 homes out of 100 on average. We're not up to 200 yet, but 5 out of 100 that have had expenses over $500 a year. Only 5 out of 100. That means 95 in a 2-year period have not even had $500 of repair. That's better than I ever thought. Ever.
Super impressive.
Ever. I thought it would be super impressive if 20 out of the 100 had it.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, that was our target. That's my target.
Yeah.
And I thought, holy. So I don't take anything for granted anymore, ever. But that's why the buyer agents don't get everything, because I have to even watch them as much as I love them.
Well, you invented that whole buyer agency, right?
Yeah. Back in the day.
That's awesome, dude.
For the entire country.
Congratulations.
Well, I lost a lot of stuff, but that's okay.
So
that was a social.
you don't get like residuals from all the buyer agencies, like a nickel for every home they sell.
I had a franchise for a while, but the franchisor was going around me, and I tried to buy them out, and they fired me.
Oh my God.
I tried to buy them out for $3 million, and they fired me, and their company went down.
That sucks, dude.
Oh, that sucked. But that's okay.
There's so many douchebags in the world. Did you notice? The more I learn about,
I don't listen to this show. I listen all the time.
The more I hear about people, the more I love my animals. I'm so grateful to come home to my two little kitties every day after listening to the calls.
I'm truthfully glad my wife took her yapper dog with her.
Oh, jeez.
It didn't last more than a month.
In your fight for your insurance.
Matt is talking to the lawyers, and
you may have to bring a bad faith suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I mean,
treble.
Yeah, but you hardly ever get treble damages, though. And it's not
automatic.
It says, it doesn't say shall award. It says may award up to 3 times. But in the meantime, I live in a wrecked loft, and there's this anxiety of where the fuck am I going to live? When is the repair going to start? How much is it actually going to cost me? It's those unknowns that are kind of, they're trying to get to me, but I'm not letting them.
So right now, what's the condition? It's livable, right?
Oh yeah, it's livable.
Is anything torn apart?
No, there are temporary patches in the walls from where they were looking for the leaks, and that doesn't bother me. But
has the water stopped?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And wouldn't a guy's liability insurance cover you if
it should have, but that douche whose unit leaked made himself very difficult to find, so I had to make he wouldn't.
Oh, another unit, because I had it in my country.
He has
but you did find him.
I found him. Yeah, he has false information about his address, both with the.
What is he rented out?
Yeah, it's a rental unit, but he filed false information about his location. So all of my letters were returned, not at this address.
So what was it? Was it something that failed in his place?
Yeah, something in the kitchen, and I'm not sure whether it was an appliance or the supply line, but something in this kitchen leaked for a long time.
I haven't drank a thing. Weekday afternoons at 4 on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. Deputy D has a follow-up. So we had a guy call, and he said that he hired a mobile mechanic, paid him $150 up front, and the guy did not give him anything, not a diagnostic, nothing. And he said his machine didn't fit his data port or whatever. Then he calls another mechanic, paid that guy $120. That guy said he would be back for parts and never came back. So which one did you call?
Well, I called Repair Anywhere Mobile Mechanic because that's the only.
Is that the first or second?
I don't know, but all we know is that that's the only one that Eddie knows the name of.
Okay.
And so I spoke with him, and as usual, Tom, there's always more than one side to the story.
Right. Yeah.
There are usually 3 sides to the story, but I did speak with the gentleman of Repair Anywhere Mobile Mechanic. He's very familiar with this entire saga. He was very forthcoming. He had a lot of details for me. So here's what it boils down to, which I'll get to right after this.
Okay, because I want to know, and I don't want you to rush. I want to know what they're going to do. And is that the guy that went to Walmart for parts and never came back, or is that the other guy? We'll find out. I'm Tom Martino. I got a lot more to talk about on the Troubleshooter Show. 303-713-8255 or 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466.
Can you tell me? I have to leave.
You do have?
Yeah, I have to leave at 1.
But then I'll tell you outside. I'll tell you when I woke you up because I was surprised, Tom.
Yeah.
Is it a big break?
Yeah, we got it.
Tom, thanks. Again, put me on the list if somebody cancels.
Yeah. Okay, for sure.
I can't do it every time, as you know, but sometimes I can.
It was good. We got it. We worked into. We had.
Should I coordinate with you or Susie about, as we get closer to the webinar? I want to, if we.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. You just communicate with me. I'll get it plugged.
Okay. All right. Oh, and then if you don't find that HOA stuff, I'll look.
Yeah, I'll look. Thanks.
Do all four properties. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Walk into the door and lock the door.
Oh, thanks.
Well, the clock works so far. That's the correct time.
1300.
You put it right side up.
That's a 24 hour.
Oh, it can be changed.
Oh,
I just want to make sure the clock works before I dick around with it some more.
yeah. What I'd like to know is, will it get a signal, and how often does it check?
Well, we don't know the second one, but the first one, I'm very optimistic about it because it did get a signal here on that chair.
We'll know because it'll tell something.
Well, if it fails to keep proper time,
Okay, that's
lost
true.
its signal.
That's true. Leave it there for.
However, that clock
Yeah.
uses the same system, and it has no problem.
No, it doesn't. We don't think it uses the same system. This is called an atomic clock, and that's called the GPS.
Oh, okay. So how does that connect to the atomic clock? Through your Wi-Fi?
No, through an AM radio signal.
Really?
Yeah, there's a radio signal transmitted from Fort Collins.
Jeez, okay. Well,
it's a long-range signal.
Mm-hmm. I'm optimistic about that because I did get a satellite connection in that chair.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And from the 12 so to get the 24 hours, it's just a click of the remote, right?
It must be. I just don't know what that click is because
there's an AM. There's a 1224 button on there. Yeah, it's on one of the numbers. It's underneath one of the numbers. It says 1224, and they say that's how you switch back and forth. Yeah. Yeah, because that's much better. That's a nice big display for back there.
I've heard more about a clock on this show than
I know
ever
it.
heard. Woo!
God, those are giant digits.
That's riveting, D.
And I mean, if you think just the sheer volume of inches, it is very impressive.
That's what she said.
Oh, damn it.
I get that all the time.
Hey, we should probably grab that.
Off air, I
Can I grab the
can't.
first name?
Grab what?
Mike, awesome. Do you want to come on the show and talk about an issue you had? Awesome. Okay, awesome. Let me put you on hold for just a second.
Are we sticking with Axeman?
Yeah.
You don't like Van
Fire
Halen?
him here live on the air while he's sitting there?
Axeman sounds like a mass murderer.
I agree with that. I second that.
What do you think of Van Halen?
And I'm sorry, you said it was
I think that's better than Axeman.
XL Energy. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Just listen through your name on the phone, and then you're up. Got it? Okay.
I'm starting to think that Dimitri's signature scent is bullshit. JR, learn to spell scent.
Learn to spell Dimitri.
Oh, wait till you see what my new credit card says on it.
What does it say?
I'll send you an image when it comes in.
It says stolen. Do not
the
pay.
number too,
Do not accept.
Is it a Pokemon card?
No, credit card.
I feel like this chair is going to fall apart one day. Just move wrong and the entire thing just collapse.
To 10 on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, and I welcome you to the show. We are here to help you solve problems, to answer questions, to take complaints, to do what we do for you. And we love having you here. This hour brought to you by RenewHomeInnovations.com for the guaranteed lowest price on your furnace or AC or both. Guaranteed lowest price. Put them to the test and report back to me. 303-904-2000, 904-2000, RenewHomeInnovations.com. All right, so we have Mike on the phone with an XL Energy problem. Then we're going to go to D and find out what's going on with this mobile mechanic. This one guy hired two mobile mechanics, and this was Eddie, and both of them did nothing, he said. One of them, he said, just said, I'm going for parts, I'll be back, never came back. He paid that guy $120. The other guy just said his data port would not accept his machine or whatever the hell it was, and he couldn't give, but he still charged him $150. And Eddie paid both of them and got nothing in return. We'll go to that in 1 second here. Let's first talk to Mike, who wants to talk about XL Energy. Mike, what's going on with you?
Good afternoon, Tom.
Hey.
So I was hoping you might have an XL Angel.
We might. Well, no, I don't know if we have an XL Angel, but what's going on?
I had a solar system put in 23, a massive system, 46 panels. So it's an 18.4 kilowatt system.
Oh, man. Why did you have such a big system put in?
because I wanted 125% of my consumption, which we took 24 months prior to the system, and we averaged that out. And
When
then I
did you
told
have
them I
that
wanted
done? How long
25%.
ago?
In 23.
Okay. So what is your question about it?
Well, some's not right. I had a solar audit done, and everything is checking out there. My system's overproducing, so it's producing like 20,000, 21,000 kilowatt hours. I should have a zero electric bill.
Right.
So in November, I get a bill for $237. Then in January, I get one for $400. Now I got another one for $400. And Xcel Energy came out and put a smart meter on my house without my permission. I did not request a smart meter. I wanted a dumb meter. But anyways, and they just went on property at some point in time and did it, because I did not know I had it until I was trying to do this audit and figure out why I'm getting these big, huge electric bills. So I'm confused.
Now, hold on. I got to understand this a little. Let me understand this a little, Mike. You had it done in 2023. Are you telling me that even though this system produces more power than you actually use, every single month since it was installed, you get an electric bill, or just some months? Tell me about it.
So I did an audit because my wife.
Wait, I just need to know that first. Do you get an electric bill every single month?
Yes. We did an audit for 24 and 25. We spent around, let's say, $1,200 to $1,500 in 24 on electricity, and in 25 we spent around $1,500. I don't know the exact numbers, but yes. This is what brought my attention to this.
So wait, every single month, even though you're producing 100% of your energy usage, you actually still have to pay an electric bill every single month.
That's what I found out. Yes, that's correct.
And why?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Tom. That's why I'm calling you. I don't understand how I have a massive system and I should have a zero electric. Some months we have zero, but it's just not adding up. Something's not right because the system.
Okay. How many of the months are zero, and how many have a balance? I mean, I just need to know that. That's the only way we'll know what's going on. I mean, do most months have a zero?
I would be more than happy to send over the information to you and you could review it. I mean, I have it all.
If I laid out the entire year of 2025 in electric bills from January to December, how many of those would be zero?
I don't know. My wife handles it. Like I said, collectively, like in the month of, in the year 24, calendar year 24, we spend like $1,200 on electric, and then in 25 we spent like $1,500.
Okay, now those are low bills. Those are low bills, but you should have no bills. So what does Xcel Energy tell you?
They said that their smart meter does not track our solar production, but it tracks everything else, which is ironic. Why would it not?
No, because there's
my energy.
No, it's not going to know about your solar. I believe them, but I want to talk to our solar expert. Can you get him on the air? Let's try to get Brooke over at our Alliance Roof and Solar. Who did your solar system, by the way?
Smart Wave Solar.
Okay. Have you ever contacted them?
Yeah, they did an audit for me just recently. I have an audit for 24, 25 of my electric consumption for those two.
What I'm asking you is, did they say you should not be getting an electric bill? Did they say that?
Yes, they did. They said, talk to Xcel, something's wrong.
Okay, I agree. We're going to get an expert on, okay? Hold on, because we really can't. We're at a standstill now. So it doesn't sound right to me either. It sounds logical to me that if you're producing way more electricity than you're using, how the hell can you still get a bill? We're going to ask her, okay? So,
Tom, I got a quick question for Mike. Mike, before the solar system was installed and brought online, how much was your typical electric bill?
$200-300 a month.
Okay, and now he's still getting $400 bills.
No, he said about $100. If for the whole year it was $1,200.
Yeah, that's total. Yeah, and I called Excel, and they just bounced bounced it back to the solar company, and that's why I did a solar audit. And they documented the whole.
Did the solar company tell you that you're producing more electricity than you're using?
Yes.
And do you have net metering where they pay you for the power you produce above and beyond your own?
No, I bank it to where I can use it when needed as a reserve.
Okay. Then for sure you shouldn't be paying anything.
Right. Because I did my homework on this when I built the system. I was hoping that I would be able, in a couple of years, buy a hybrid vehicle, and I would be able to use my banked credits, for offsetting a vehicle. None of that's happening, and I don't understand why.
So theoretically, you don't have any. Theoretically, then, if you're getting a bill, you don't have any banked credits, do you?
Right. Something's not making sense. I don't know if the smart meter, they have the wrong meter on. They have a commercial meter on my house instead of a residential. I had that happen on my water meter in Castle Rock like 20 years ago. They had a commercial meter on, and we were getting $800 a month water bill.
Here's what I want to know. This is important. Do you have any kind of, on the electric bill, do they show your usage?
Consumption, yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So they show your consumption, and do they make a like is your consumption, if you take an electric bill from before the solar system and compare the consumption, is your consumption more or less? Do you know?
It gets confusing because the solar system is offsetting, and then they're just billing me for what I'm using from Excel.
But you shouldn't be using anything from Excel. Dave has a comment. Go ahead, Dave. What is your comment?
I just had the same exact problem. I put solar on. My bills are still high. I had Core. I'm on Core, but I had them come out and spend 2 hours with them. What it ended up being is my system was built back in 24 like his, and it based on current charging rates. And the rates have gone up since then. And then they do these, peak time charges. And they've started doing that. And because of those two things is why we figured out I'm getting a bill even though I have solar.
And how much are your bills? Are they still much lower?
No, I'm paying around, like he's saying, about between $100 and $120 a month.
That's ridiculous.
The rates had changed. Because the rates had changed. They built solar system based on current rates, current usage. And my usage hasn't changed either. I don't have anything. I haven't added anything to my house. I don't.
What were you're paying about 100 to 120. What were your bills before solar?
Between 170 and 250.
So you're not saving a lot at all. And you have a really really big system too?
Yeah, I had 24 panels, and I'll just tell you straight up. I mean, I would have never done it because it's not saving me any money, and I spent $30,000 on a system. So,
yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to get Brooke on to talk about this. She's not the one that did these systems. We're not blaming solar. We're just wondering what the hell's going on with Excel. So hang on, guys. I have to take this break, and then we come back and we'll talk about the mobile mechanics that got away with the money and left Eddie holding the car. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Waterpros.net, the best water systems at the lowest price. Right now, I want to highlight the reverse osmosis drinking water. Better coffee, better drinking water. Never buy bottled water again. It has no chemicals, no plastics. It filters out everything for $1,100 fully installed. Reverse osmosis triple filter. No power needed. The water powers it. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
When people turn to telehealth for weight loss, they're looking for real support. That's why more people are choosing Orderly Meds. Orderly Meds connects you with real doctors and access to proven GLP-1 medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide. No guessing, just a more supportive experience. And all shipped directly to your door in discreet packaging. Do your research, ask questions, then visit orderlymeds.com/radio for an exclusive offer. That's orderlymeds.com/radio. Individual results may vary, not medical advice. Eligibility required. See site for details.
So I had Barry Miller on as a guest, and his number is 303-888-3788 for VesteraTurnkey.com. That's VesteraTurnkey.com, 303-888-3788. I want to tell you about my company called Martino Capital, where we do direct portfolio management. That means direct. We do not farm it out to big firms and collect a middleman fee. That's what most advisors do. I'm telling you that straight up. And what we do is direct involvement, and we get to know you, your objectives, your goals, and we work it. We work it every single day for you, and you have direct contact with our team. If you want to be part of this effort where my money is 100% invested, then give us a call at 303-771-HELP, 771-4357. That's 771-HELP or martinocapital.com.
You know, that makes your old clock look tiny.
Yeah, I know. It's working, but I want to know, like, will it ever go off? We just have to wait several days.
That's all you have to do. That's all you can do. But your old clock looks tiny now. And I used to think it was huge.
Yeah.
God, it looks comically small.
But that one is right on. I mean,
That's
exactly.
what she said.
That's exactly on the comically small. Mm.
I mean, my perception of it has been turned completely upside down.
That would read 121.
Yeah,
No.
You'd be pissed right now. Why is it 121? It's not.
No. 80 would be. Right now, it's actually going to read the same both ways, right? No,
Yeah.
one.
Right now would be perfect.
Yeah. It would be either way. It would read the same.
Yeah, but you'd be pissed there's only 1 minute. Then it would be like.
I was wondering what the hell's going on. What's this 80? And it was 08.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love how you can change colors on it. There's some nice colors in there. The blue, the green, 2 shades of red.
So gold prices are really going up, man.
They have been. I mean, it's still over 5,000. Still a screaming buy.
Hey, Adam,
Yes.
go ahead and give Brooke a call, okay?
Okay, I'm calling right now. Hi, this is Adam with the Troubleshooter Show.
I think what that last caller said probably has a lot to do with it.
Perfect. I'm just gonna
Excel's pricing in the last 10 years has probably doubled. So if it was paying for the entire bill 10 years ago, that means it doesn't pay for shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
It's
if
very
you look at
similar to,
consumption,
like when you and Summer Snow were together.
if you look at consumption only, right? If his consumption still is less than he's producing, it doesn't matter. I mean, his consumption is still being picked up where he doesn't have any extra consumption going to Excel. If his system actually covers everything he's using, then it wouldn't matter what the rate charge is because he never gets to the rate charge.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
he's-
it would be because they pay for, let's say they give you 10 cents but charge you 40 cents.
No, I understand, but that's what I'm saying is, let's just say he uses whatever 10 kilowatts, and his system produces 15. He should, no matter what, he should never get to the point where he's paying for extra kilowatts. Even if he doesn't get reimbursed for the extra 5 kilowatts, his system is still covering his 10 kilowatts, and it's covering it at 100%. So I don't even know why he would get a bill. I understand the
there's
rates.
no way that would mean he turns the power off to his house at night.
No,
I mean,
theoretically,
he would never consume power.
That's right. Theoretically, it should be enough. Oh, I see. You're saying at night. So what? So at night he would have to buy back from them.
Yeah, and he's paying a higher rate than
No,
he
I
gets
get it.
from
I
them
get it
during the day.
I get that. Yeah, that because it's not producing 24 hours a day, right? So, man, it's just.
Nor does he have any storage.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Because no matter what, if it's covering 100% of his consumption when the sun's out, then he's buying back some when the sun goes down, and then that could be at a higher
and it
rate.
wouldn't even do that. You kick those AC units on in the summer, there is no way any solar system's handling all that at one time.
Yeah, during the day it can, with 46 panels. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I want to get Brooke White on from Alliance. And she is from Alliance Roof and Solar, and they do commercial solar systems. And, I want to ask you something, Brooke. Mike has a huge system, 46 panels. Mike, did you say 46 panels?
That's correct, yes.
It's an 18.4 kilowatt system, Brooke. And you guys didn't do that system, but he had this done. And he wants to know why, ever since he had it done in 2023, and he says in 2024, he was paying about $100 a month in electric bills. And in 2025, about 110 or 120. Why is he getting electric bills if he has a system that can easily cover all of his consumption? Is it because of the nighttime? Do you have any batteries, Mike?
No.
Okay.
No, my system produced 21,000 kilowatts on average for 23 and 24. So it overproduced my build system.
So, Brooke, is it because he has to buy power back at night, and the power he's producing, he gets paid very little, and the power he's buying, he pays a lot? Why would he have an electric bill at all?
Yeah, so it could be a couple different things. So, Mike, is your electric and your gas bill combined, and you're just telling us the electric details of it?
Correct. Yes, I know that there's a difference there.
Yeah, so
don't worry.
I'm not including the gas.
No. So he's telling us about the electric.
My guess is maybe. Yeah, there's the electric portion. So my guess is that maybe when the interconnection application was signed, which is the permit documents through Excel, maybe they weren't done with the net metering option selected.
Mike?
Solar banking is what I'm getting solar banking, so I save the credits for future use.
Yeah, everybody should be saving the credits for future use, but you can also click a button that says Waive Net Metering, which is kind of tricky. It's in a weird spot. And if that is selected, then that could be the reason why they're not accepting the power that you're generating or not documenting it correctly. If you send your electric bill, your Excel bill, to these folks, I can take a look at it and see if they're giving you the right credit based on your solar system's production.
Okay.
So it
It'll
could
be on
be.
the second page of your bill.
Well, why wouldn't everyone do that though, Brooke? If it's just a setting, why wouldn't everyone with a solar system do what you're saying?
Yeah, so what happens is when the installer says, hey, this project has passed final inspection, go ahead and accept it, Excel, and send in some information to Excel to accept it, there's a button that they can click that says Waive Net Metering. And if that person at the solar company accidentally clicked that button, then Excel is not required to give this gentleman retail value for the power he's producing. They can choose whatever value they want to.
Wow. So you should never waive
It's not anything that Mike... Yeah, you should never waive net metering. That's the Colorado law that protects consumers that have solar to get retail value for the power they produce for the energy that they use.
Let me ask you something, Brooke, but I'm confused about something. Why is there even an option to waive it if waiving it never does you any good? Why would anyone ever waive it? Why would they ever waive it?
They should never waive it, and the homeowner doesn't have any ability to do that. It's a button that the installer, that my company, if my company had done this project, it's a button that we push to say the project's done, and that if we select it, it ruins the net metering abilities for the homeowner. So it just has to be fixed in their system.
So, Mike, send your electric bill to us, and let's take a look at it. Brooke, that's
absolutely live at Troubleshooter.
You send it to, I believe we're taking it at help@troubleshooter.com. Help@troubleshooter.com. That's where our email comes. Help@troubleshooter.com. Thank you, Mike. Put Mike on hold, and then Brooke, this is great information. By the way, I want to ask you something while you're on about solar. Is your website up and running under the Alliance name?
No, it still has Red Rocks on it, but everything's the same.
Okay, redrocksrs.com, but Alliance Roof and Solar is the company now. And I did get, because I do commercials for you, as you know, and I did get an inquiry, and somebody said, are there certain home-based businesses that would allow someone to qualify for a commercial system? Is that a tricky topic, and does it have a lot of different caveats to it?
No, not at all. It's really simple. So as long as your home-based business has a detached garage, or we install the system as a ground mount, so it's not on the actual residence, it's not on the actual home part of the house, then it can qualify as a commercial project. It's that easy.
It has to be detached from the main house, basically.
Yes. Now, on a caveat to that, if the property in question is like a rental, like a home rental, or an Airbnb, then it can be physically on the roof.
Because that's the business in and of itself. So if you have a rent, so you literally could have a rental and charge your tenants for electricity.
Oh, yeah. Those are the folks that make the most money, whether it's like a commercial space or it's in an Airbnb type setting. Those are the folks that always make the most money.
Or if a guy has a triplex or something, I mean, you can really make some good money. And even probably you could even save your tenants money and still make money, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because every commercial project gets between 64% and 94% covered in tax benefits.
Holy crap!
And then you could give your tenant a 20% discount, so they're saving money too, and you're just raking in money. You become the new utility company, and they make billions every year for a reason, because they have it set up that way, right?
Oh, Brooke, that's wonderful information for me to use in the commercials. So the whole idea is to get this, is to see if you qualify. You can call Alliance Roof and Solar. If you qualify, people, if you're a landlord, you can use this and make money in addition to rent and still save tenants money. That's wonderful. Here's her number, 303-704-2449, 303-704-2449.
KRFX HD2
she's
Denver.
really good, man.
KHOW Denver.
She's
and
really
iHeart
good.
Radio Station. Ryan Schuling, mornings at 6. Dan Kaplis, afternoons at 4. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Now, impact traffic.
Here's a look at the roads across the metro area. There is emergency road work blocking the 2 right lanes on eastbound I-70 at Kipling. Stop and go traffic from Youngfield. There's a safety closure of Highway 93 in both directions between Highway 72 and Highway 128 due to strong gusty winds and brownouts in the area. Also, there is an accident at Crowfoot Valley Road and Bayou Gulch. I'm Vita Urbonis with traffic.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you.
Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
All right, I want to tell you about Gravinas. You want to talk about heritage in business, 65 years on 950 West Evans, by the way, now, an offshoot from Mr. Gravina, who started it. Larry took it over for his dad, and then Nick took over for Larry. It's a family affair. They've been around long enough that they have thousands and thousands of jobs under their belt. They have excellent ratings. They provide energy efficient, beautiful products with little to no maintenance. Gravinas, 303 Gravina, 303 Gravina, 50 lines of windows to choose from. You'll certainly find one for you. 303 Gravina or gravinas.com.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Now, Mark, I got to tell you. Yeah.
Tommy, my
Yeah.
bad. I didn't realize she didn't want her new website given out.
I didn't, but it's why though. It's beautiful.
I didn't want to ask right now, but anyway, so disregard my email.
No, I went to the
will update
I thought
Adam's records.
I by the way, I did go to the website and I thought, why are we giving out fucking Red Rocks? Why? That's so
what I
stupid.
thought too.
It's so
because
stupid.
it just directs you to her new website, right?
Yeah, so why does she use redrocksrs.com when she can simply use allianceroofandsolar.com? I don't understand it at all. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. Mark maybe should talk to him. It's a really nice website.
It is. I totally agree, but just given everything.
But she
we'll
said
probably
she
wait to chat at her about it.
she still wants to use Red Rocks RS. I don't even understand it because it goes to the same site.
Oh, sorry. And then Adam, we're setting you up on email here. Okay, right there.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't go to the same site. I'm sorry. It goes. Red Rocks is a different site. Red Rocks RS than her new one. They're both accurate.
Well, they are exactly. But when you go to Red Rocks RS, the first thing it says is visit our new website.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, yeah. You're right. It does. It does.
So that's why I updated the call screen.
You're right.
So I'm like, shit.
And then it has a link to it. You're right, Suze. There's a button on the front page. You got to drop Red Rocks, for God's sakes. I mean, somebody's got to talk to her. When you confuse people, you cut down. People are idiots.
Maybe so, but Tom, they might have all kinds of advertising going through there right now, like Google and other shit. Who knows what she's doing?
Okay. So they got to wind that down, maybe?
Something.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam?
He just picked up the phone. Troubleshooter Show.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me? Good. How are you? Resources. Give me 1 second. And I'm sorry, you were looking for a referral or? Okay. Yeah, this is the screener for the show. This isn't Tom. Yeah, what did you want to talk to him about? All right. Does he want his personal cell?
The main reason Terry called Rhino Shield is because Rhino Shield is backed by a 25-year warranty.
It just sounded wonderful that we could have the house coated with Rhino Shield and not have
And I was wondering why it was getting 8E.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm still impressed by this.
Oh, Adam, just check your Gmail to make sure you got instructions to set up your troubleshooter for later. You don't have to.
Is guaranteed.
Hi, Tom Martino here. I'm with Dimitri. By the way, an update on my satellite clock, just so people know. And I know Mark's a smartass and did a poll on whether or not you got to set up where I couldn't. Bottom line was, I literally opened up the box 3 minutes before the show, before the news was on. And people that were watching the YouTube when I first started streaming, they'll see. So I didn't have time to read anything, and I was just trying to make it work. And the first thing I read was it has to be near a window or door. We're going to see if it accepts the satellite signal here in the basement. If it does, fine. But I was told in the directions that it has to be in the direction, it has to have a clear shot out a window. By the way, somebody texted us saying, we can tell if it's getting satellite or not. Unplug it for 5 seconds, plug it back in, and it's going to try to reset itself. So, and if it, then we'll know with the green light if it gets, so that's a good idea. But first, let's get an update from Eddie and the mobile mechanic issue. Do you know which mobile mechanic? Was it the one that left and said he was coming back? Or was it the one that said he couldn't fit into the data port or what?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay. Go ahead.
Spoke with a mechanic that said that he needs to get a part and then he's going to fix the car for Eddie.
And is he still coming back?
Well, there's more to the story.
Okay, what is the story?
So I spoke with a gentleman who answered the phone over there, and he was very engaged. He's very familiar with this case. He said that he diagnosed the problem as a faulty reporting from a face cam sensor. And it was faulty, as it turned out, because it was covered in power steering fluid. So the mechanic looked at the power steering reservoir, which was empty and leaked fluid all over the sensor, and the sensor was sending an erroneous signal, essentially. So it turns out that this was going to be a more simple and presumably cheaper repair than what Eddie had originally planned on. Now, the mechanic that I spoke with ordered the part. He ordered the new reservoir. And before it came in, Eddie, I guess, lost his patience. And apparently Eddie is not the easiest guy to communicate with or deal with.
Yeah, we experienced that.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Eddie very curtly texted the mechanic saying, hey, your services are no longer required. And that was followed with some other kind of nasty text messages. So,
Eddie never told us that.
No, he never told us that. And this is the mechanic.
This guy has the part coming in for him.
Yeah, well, he would have had the part coming into him, but
he was fired.
On the way. But he was fired before he could effect the repair. So
he does know what's wrong with it and could get it fixed.
Yeah, he did diagnose the problem.
So that was the second guy.
Yeah, but Eddie unfortunately lost his patience before the repair could be made.
So Eddie needs a new reservoir for his power steering fluid.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has to clean off the
new mechanic.
Does he need a new sensor or can he just clean it?
You know, the mechanic. So I asked the mechanic if the sensor was sending out a faulty signal because of the fluid. He said that's exactly what's going to happen. He didn't order another sensor because my interpretation of it is that once he cleans off that area in the sensor and
it's going to work,
stops the leak, then let's see if that works before we start, firing the parts cannon at the car. I think that was the mechanic's intent.
Okay, so that's the bottom line, is that the mechanic that went away did order a part.
He did.
And then meanwhile, while he's waiting for the part, Eddie gets impatient and Eddie texts him, you're no longer needed.
That's right. So Eddie needs the part and Eddie needs a mechanic.
And Eddie, I hope you're listening, Eddie, because bottom line is this guy would have fixed it for you. And that's why, by the way, he went away. He needed a part and he ordered the reservoir. Maybe, I don't know if he communicated to Eddie. Eddie thought he was coming back that day, I thought.
No, he had to order the part from the Walmart website.
Okay.
So now I don't think the Walmart is the seller, but you know how Walmart prices kind of like Amazon. So
right.
That's where he. Mm-hmm.
Okay, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We also have a text about Alliance Roof and Solar asking about this being a landlord and having this system. Yes, she did say up to 90% or 94%. There are plenty of incentives for commercial solar systems for sure. And she did say that you can be eligible as a landlord. And it can be put right on the triplex or the duplex or the apartment house, and you can sell power to the tenants. You become a power company, and in addition to the rents, you're making profit on the power. So that's really good information, and you can find out more by calling them, and it's 303-704-2449, 704-2449. All right, so we unplugged the solar clock. Or not the solar clock, we unplugged the satellite clock or the atomic clock or the GPS clock, whatever the hell you want to call it. And we're going to plug it back in to see if it can get a satellite signal here in the basement. Because as I said, they said it needed to be near a window. Okay, in other consumer news that is really important, okay, have you heard, and I'm not kidding when I tell you this, there is a trend going on right now to try to do self-plastic surgery without the plastic surgery called, I swear to you, this is true, bone smashing. It's a stupid thing that started by people on TikTok to fix their faces. And what they do is they hit themselves in the face in certain areas where they want to reform the bone and have a sharper jawline. And they say through the healing process, when you bang up the bone heals and gets bigger and stronger, and you get sharper jawlines. I swear to God, look it up. It's called bone smashing. This is how crazy people are nowadays, how insane people are. And the bone smashing supposedly will give you a better jawline. But there have been doctors, after seeing this, going on TikTok saying, you are crazy. It's a dangerous trend. And bone smashing does not reliably improve appearance because you can't tell where, in fact, you're going to grow scar tissue, and you could end up maiming yourself, and you could end up with long-term complications. Now, I swear to you, if anyone told me about bone smashing, I would say they were freaking liars. No one is this stupid. But anyway, people believe by doing microfractures to their jaw, it will heal and it will give a bigger and more defined jawline. Yeah. So try some bone smashing if you want to look better. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It's pretty stupid if you do. Anyway, we got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
147.
Yeah, but we didn't. Why didn't it try to achieve signal? Oh, it's got that little memory battery in it. That's what it is.
It's got that
memory battery.
Yeah.
So by unplugging it, it would not. You don't reset it.
I don't know. I don't know if the memory keeps the time or keeps the settings.
Yeah.
Like GMT minus whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So it picked up right where we left off.
So I take it, Dimitri, you got it working?
Well, it's working because he put it at a window and it set the time. He put it near a window. It set the time, and now it's sitting in the basement. And I just wonder how often it checks GPS, because that's what we want to see, if it checks GPS while it's here and gets GPS down here. I don't know. It is working though, as far as it has been set once, and it's keeping that time.
And correctly so.
Yes. And now, whether or not it's going to drift and need another GPS signal, I don't know, because the directions did say that you have to take it over to a window every now and then if you take it away from the window.
Tom, however, we did get a confirmation here in the basement that it did connect to the satellite.
That's what you said. There was a green light on.
Light came on.
What is it? A little green light that says
just one of one of those buttons lights up.
Okay.
During setup.
Okay.
To indicate that it's connected to a satellite.
And it happened right here, without any window.
Right.
No window.
With no window in that chair.
Wow. I'm just going to leave it there for a few days and see what happens.
It's huge.
It's nice, huh?
I really like the larger size.
You guys better recording him like you record me all the time, you assholes.
Miles bought a gun and Mark says, try it on that new cat of yours.
Oh, God.
Mark's like, I hate cats. I'm like, no, you don't, because you wanted to pet the cat.
Not just
bought a nice. He just bought a brand new Glock 19.
Ooh, very tasteful. That's a good one.
We'll see if that cat can fucking live through it.
Can
Mark's so bent over the cat. Mark looks, I mean, for real, people in public, when we go out for a beer, they're going to think I attacked him.
Damn, that is a nice gun.
Did he get it from Walmart?
No, he bought it up at Walmart doesn't sell pistols anymore. He bought it at Ace Hardware. So the Ace Hardware in Shadron is like 60% hardware store, 40% gun shop.
Yeah, that's my kind of hardware store.
It's wild, man. They got so many ARs.
Some of these videos are fucking brutal about bone smashing. Brutal. People are smashing their fucking faces. I mean, we're talking nuts, man.
I weep for society.
God almighty.
Stop the planet, I'm getting off.
Yep.
You're gonna start bone smashing, Drag, with the massage gun.
Bone smashing. God almighty.
Yeah, that's something. That's quite something.
Think the cat story is true. Oh my God.
It's like you took a wooden pole and you just rubbed it down on your shin like
well, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. It's like this. It's the
What did 100% say not true?
The poll should say, and did Mark deserve it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Sue's. Do you think the cat story is true? That's a no. And then the other one's a yes. I don't get it.
I have an alibi. I was in a different state.
I'll tell you what, that fucking cat, it knew.
Was it Miles' cat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't.
Miles has a kitty.
Really sweet kitty.
How do you know Miles' cat?
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
All kitties
I
are
got beat
sweet.
up by a pussy.
And he's proud of it.
4 to 6.
Thursday at 4, totally tragic. An 11-year-old boy in Centennial charged with the first-degree murder of his 5-year-old brother. If he's guilty, what should the penalty be? And the moment of truth in Iran, what should Trump do? Join me at 4.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Did you know that TSA workers, many of them are volunteering and working without pay? First of all, I did not realize that there was a strike going on of some kind, or not a strike, but a shutdown. Yeah, lack of funding. But in any case, there are some workers working free of charge, accepting gift cards, donations from people.
Well, they get back pay.
They're going to get back pay, Tom.
Oh, they will get back pay, but they're working right now without money. And there's a move going on. And in fact, Denver International Airport put this out on their X, on their Twitter. It said that support dedicated TSA employees working without pay by donating $10 and $20 grocery store and gift cards.
Is that even legal? I mean, these are government officials.
No,
and you're getting some money.
That's what DIA put this out. Support dedicated TSA employees. So they're looking for cards, gift cards, but Visa gift cards cannot be accepted. They will accept grocery store and gasoline gift cards for dedicated employees working free of charge. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
I'll accept those too, by the way, if anybody's listening.
Yeah, but don't you think it's cool that they're doing that? I mean, and then let's see. Oh, what else do I have here? I have something right here. Okay. I paid $89 a month to this American Home Shield warranty. The dishwasher died, and an independent contractor came out and said, I'm here from them. But the bill was going to be $900 anyway. And he says, and she says, how can it be $900? And he said that particular part was not covered. Why? Normal wear and tear. It wore out. It's not covered. It's going to be $900. And they say, I've been waiting 6 weeks for this. 6 weeks for a repairman to even come. And when he got there, told me it was going to be $900. Okay, here's another one. Tom, 2 guys in suits came by the door yesterday saying a free solar with an Excel Energy rebate. They said, if you sign this, you can be part of a free solar system. Now, I want to say something. There is something, and I should have asked Brooke about this because I don't have the information in front of me. There is something that you can sign up for called community solar, and you will get a reduction in your Excel bill. She explained at one time that there are community solar systems that are being produced, and the power is going to Excel. And if you sign up for it, you can take advantage of some of that solar and get a reduction in your electric bill by being part of it. And again, I need to ask her about it, but I think it was called community solar. All right, here's another one. Tom, my Geico auto insurance just jumped from $118 to $287 a month. I've had 0 tickets or accidents, and they say it is a market adjustment. And okay, here's the deal. That's true. There are being market adjustments for risk, and they're considering Denver and Colorado very high risk for automobiles. Now, they said, I shopped around, and guess what? So it went from 118 to 287. They shopped around and found Progressive for $109. So that is a big difference just shopping. But I'll bet you Progressive is going to start making adjustments as well. In any case, Tom, an emergency plumber came at 2 a.m. for a leaky toilet. It was not one of my sponsors. They fixed it in 20 minutes. You want to know what the bill was? I want you to take a guess.
$650.
$1,500.
Ouch.
$1,400. That was the aftermarket rate and the emergency fee. By the way, we'll be probably calling on that one. I'm Tom Martino along with Major Marc Mager, Major Suze Major, the Axeman. We got Dragon and the whole crew on YouTube. And we are out of time. So remember, 303 Martino for help, information, and referrals. Referralist.com. Save all your problems for us.